now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's going on, family? It's that boy Coach Malachi in the building, and we are back. Too Many Podcasts. We back up in here. Let me check the sound. Make sure I'm Gucci. All right, look like we sound all right. Yeah, look like we good. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to turn this down right here. Hold on. Turn some of this stuff down. All right, we good. All right, yeah, man. Salute to everybody, man. Peace to the family, man. I hope everybody having a pretty good Tuesday. Man, I'm thinking, man, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, this is several different shows I want to just do on this topic, you know what I mean, as it relates to Floyd. And then can't say Floyd without saying Manny Pacquiao now, because it's like, for some reason, I'm not going to say a lot to you, dog. Like, there's no way that years ago, like, I've been following Floyd since the Olympics. I heard about him in the amateurs, but I followed him ever since the Olympics because he was very, very polarizing figure. He was one of the best fighters to come out of America. He got that kind of hype and stuff. He really got that kind of attention as well. Now, nowhere near to the degree of Oscar De La Hoya, because Oscar De La Hoya was a gold medalist. And of course, Oscar De La Hoya turned pro 4 years prior. He came out of the 92 Olympics. So he turned pro 4 years prior to the Floyd, and both of them signed the top rank. You know what? The pivot a little bit, sitting there talking about top rank. It's amazing because I'm like, man, top rank has some great fighters, bro. Bro, if you look at some of the best fights that you've ever seen in the history of boxing, I said some of them. And I'm not talking about like one-offs. I ain't talking about like, okay, they had a good little 5-6 year run and then kind of tempered off towards the end. Like, nah. Like, them motherfuckers had a run. We talking about 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. You know what I mean? I'm like, these motherfuckers had a run. And then they still have the same, it appears they have the same kind of, well, now, they have a really good farming system to where how they get some of the best young talent coming out of the Olympics and all that stuff there. They got really, really good scouts and get some of the best talent and stuff like that. So it's like, man, that's how you judge them. You judge the company by their longevity. Like, man, that's it. It's like, I'm thinking about the PBC with Al, and I was like, damn, man, they had like a good 8-year run. They had a good 8-year run. When they first came out, they had, the Thurmans, the Porters, the Garcias, the Spences. They had, the Floyd Mayweather, who wasn't a PBC fighter, but he praised Al, so it's the same thing. He is PBC, so you get what I'm saying? Just all of that. Agent Broner, AB, AB, Deontay Wilder, you had all of that, right? And then it's 2012, and it's like, huh? You get what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to Sheila, man. Shout out to Sheila from Cali. Yeah, so, I sit back and I look at that. I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers been around. I'm sitting back looking at everybody. Then I'm looking at the actual landscape of boxing right now and just where it's at in a modern era. I can honestly say I don't think no fighter is polarizing as Floyd Mayweather. It was lightning in the bottle. What I'm saying is he came at the right time, bro. And what I mean by that is when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was good, great, a lot better fighter than he was at Money May. But however, young, fast, but he couldn't get the fame, the notoriety, and the popularity like that. And it had nothing to do with his promoter. It had nothing to do with Bob Arum. Because Floyd was Floyd already. You talking about Pretty Boy Floyd, him and Jay Prince, this and that, yada, 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 flashy, fly. But he needed the crossover fight and stuff like that. And, he beat the Arturo Gatti in Atlantic City. Just all the people he fought. Now, another thing I like to dispel, because Floyd will go around and say, I beat more world champions than anybody in the history of boxing. That's not true. And what I mean by that is this here. A world champion is someone who have the belt when you beat them. Now, if you say I beat more former world champions, former and current world champions, because when you say current world champion is the guy who actually had a belt when you fought him. You can't beat Marquez and say that was a world champion. Yeah. No, he wasn't a world champion when you fought him. You could say he was a former world champion. He had the title. He's a world champion fighter because Marquez is well decorated. But when you fought him, he didn't have a belt. So it's because you make it seem like a lot of these fighters who you fought and you beat them, you know what I mean? They had belts when you beat them. And all of them didn't have belts when you beat them. So, I know that's kind of like a play on words right there. Then these yes men be out there talking, yeah, Floyd, you did it. And they don't question that. Like I know that I say, man, some of these reporters, I look at them, I'm like, man, I get it. I know you want the access, but damn, my nigga, is you going to ask any pushback questions? Are you going to challenge anything? Is this everything going to be, oh yeah, I agree, and just go happy and like, fam, for real? I be asking these questions. Anyways, let's get into the show. Special guest Karceno will be in the building at the top of the hour. Karceno breaks down, right? Karceno breaks down what Floyd Mayweather's return mean for the state of boxing right here in America. Because it don't affect anything outside of America. Floyd don't affect anything outside of America. He pushes the needle here in America, right? Outside of America, no. For a 49-year-old man, you might well say 50. Just round that up, right? Floyd a few years younger than me. For a 49-year-old man to officially say, I'm coming out of retirement. No, I'm not just doing exhibition matches. I'm going to do this one exhibition, and then I'm going to come out of retirement, being an active fighter and fight Manny Pacquiao. A fight that he said, I ain't got to fight no more, whatever, right? Like, in a million years, I never would have thought that, in 2026, we'll be talking about Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao fighting each other. If I'm not mistaken, the last time they fought was what? The first time they fought was what? 2015, 11 years ago. If you would have told me in 2015 that Floyd and Manny gonna fight again 11 years from now, I would have looked at you and laughed. True. I said, you do know that Floyd will be 49 years old. Right? You do know that, right? And Manny will be like right behind him, like 40, 47 or 48, something like that. You do know that, right? They're going to fight again. Why would they fight again at that old age, north of 50? You see what I'm saying? Why would they, like, no one. Nobody in the chat, nobody. So, I'm like, you know what? Sheila say today is Floyd's birthday. You know that. You know, I think Sheila, that's Floyd Mayweather's #1 fan right there. Sheila, there goes Sheila. I don't know. It's out of you and Lady Shan. I think, yeah, but I don't know. I think you got Shan though. I think you got Shan. Cause the butterfly. That's old. Let me see the 2-0. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. So I went to just looking at some things, and I thought about all of the fighters of the past, some of the great fighters of the past, who were great fighters, came out of retirement. Great fighters, they retired. They went into money trouble, and they invest in businesses. Ray Robinson had businesses. I think he had money invested in the Cotton Club in Harlem, and the Cotton Club was the spot back then, boy, back in those days. And you know, he started to do a little acting and stuff. He retired, started to do that. And he got in trouble with the IRS and this and that and taxes, and wasn't managing his money right. And most fighters go broke because they don't manage their money right. Because you got to understand, they know how to make the money, but it takes knowledge. It takes skill to know how to keep the money. And it takes discipline. Did you get what I'm saying? It's one thing to make money. It's a whole nother ball game to keep it. And people do like to spend money. You know, when you start making money that you ain't never had before, and you know, and then if you add, you got a gambling habit. I don't smoke or drink. Yeah, but you gamble. Smoking and drinking and gambling can be just as deadly as smoking and drinking. You know, something like cigarettes and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and alcohol and this and that, like, bro, I know I had a friend of mine named Bobby. I ain't gonna say his last name, but Bobby was a serial gambler. And his thing was he used to like to gamble on at the dog races. The dog track and the horse track. His thing was dog track, horse track. Right here in Tampa. And this back when I was in the game, right? I was doing my thing and shit. And you know, I'm in my 20s. I'm young. This in the 90s. And so I had, you know, I used to shoot him shit, like shoot him a couple things, you know, few of them things, and Bobby, he'll be doing good for like a week, 2 weeks, be doing real good. And then next thing I know, I don't hear from him. Like, you know, he owed me money, but I don't hear from him. I don't hear from him for like 3-4 days. I'm like, oh shit. Now where this motherfucker done went at? I'm worried and shit. What the fuck going on? And then when I finally see him at his house, he got this sick look on his face, man. Like somebody close to him died in his family. He had this, it was a sickening look he had on his face. Like gamblers, if you ever been around them, gamblers have a tendency to they'll gamble everything. When they lose big, they lose big. And then when they come back, they rent money gone, they mortgage money gone, they car note money gone. Like, man, it's crazy. Now, like, for real. If you know anybody who has who's addicted to gambling, I'm telling you, it's a sick feeling when all their money gone. But however, when you someone who is a serial gambler like Floyd, He lose a lot of money. He show his winnings, never show his losses. Understand me, so I get it. And you someone who such as a narcissist as him, and you got all these people suing you because you owe a lot of people. Jewelers are suing you. Jewelers who you've been dealing with for years. These properties you supposed to, this penthouse you supposed to have in New York. The landlord suing you over there. You got a lawsuit over you with the landlord in New York. You own skyscraper. You own 620. What is it? For over 466 buildings or something like that. 400 apartments in New York. You own all that. But yeah, you can't pay your rent you can't pay your rent on the penthouse that you supposed to rent it for a year, $100,000 a month in New York. To this day, you making $300 million a month, or your next investment, will earn you $300 million in a month. You said that a couple of years ago, but you can't pay for your chain or them 20 watches you got from the jeweler who you've been dealing with for years. So I said, oh, okay, this a no-brainer. He coming back because he broke. Now I know the Flomos. Oh, yeah, he ain't broke. Yeah, he just, if he can get another 100, 200 million, why not come back? Floyd got plenty of money. He got. So I gotta hear these dumbass Flomos. But these niggas but I'm talking about they be swinging from his pubic hairs like Tarzan, swinging from a vine in the jungle. I'm like, God damn, these niggas, hell boy, like, shit, nigga, I wish you was God damn, my nigga, I wish you was more into, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I wish I wish you was more into, God damn, you was more into your finances like that, nigga. Shit, you nigga can't balance a checkbook. You don't even know what a checkbook is, because everything is digital. Everything is digital now. You don't even know what a checkbook is. You wouldn't even know how to fill. If I put a check right in front of you and tell you to fill it out, you wouldn't even know how to fill it out. You wouldn't know where the signature go at. You wouldn't know where the numbers go at, where the words go at. You wouldn't know none of that. I'm talking about these knick-sacks. But you gonna talk to me and tell me about money and this and that and finance. Yeah, nigga, you living with your baby mama right now, fam. You ain't got your shit together. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, listen, I love roasting Flomos. Flomos, oh man, I love roasting Flomos. I love roasting tanker maniacs. My new hobby, to go Ryan Garcia, that's too easy. That's easy work. The Cinnabons, that's easy. I ran them off the block. You see the Cinnabons, are the Cinnabons online still? Have anybody seen any Canelo fan? I ain't seen them, goddamn it, since the Black Freezer encounter. Cinnamon don't came back out and he back doing interviews with Rick Reno in the Ring magazine. But where his fans at? You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, goddamn, I know shit rough right now. I know shit rough right now over there where Canelo from. Where he from? Jalisco, Mexico. I know shit rough over there right now. I've been seeing what's going on. It's kind of rough over there right now. If you an American and you stuck over there, talking about you want to go on vacation and hang out over there on vacation, enjoy your vacation. True. Yeah, man, them motherfuckers, them motherfuckers, I told y'all, like, I been hearing these dudes talking about some, yeah, man, we the only people. Like, this would get me with this would get me with the, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm instead of saying Shea Butter Laptop Revolutionaries, which is a good name, the Shea Butters, I'm gonna call them Shell Toe Adidas Laptop Revolutionaries. These shell top Adidas. Shell top Adidas laptop revolutionaries. Better known as the Shea Butters. Because they always be over here talking nonsensical bullshit. Like, listen, fam. We the only people who be fighting with each other. Man, everybody stick together but us. And I be looking at these niggas like, Like, is he serious about this, or is he just really that dumb? Because sometimes you can convince yourself to believe some shit, and then sometimes that shit just be a hustle to get money. And I'm like, well, if it was so easy, and if it was so easy, hold on, what did he say? He said, we send about fans are still here. Oh, you still there? Okay, you the only one I see it then, fam. Hey, hold on. Shout out to Jamie. Jamie, you the only one. Hey, shout out to Jaime Vasquez. Jaime, what's going on, fam? He said, we send a bomb fan to still here, coach. He said, we just keep it on the down low. We still hurt. Hey, no. Are you, well, listen, there's a difference between Canelo fans and Cinnabons. So let me explain. Cinnabons would be somebody like someone who will go online and buy Canelo's underwear. His drawers with his face on it that glow in the dark. That's a Cinnabon. Cinnabon is like the radical fanatical aspect of a Canelo fan. You got regular Canelo fans. You have regular Tank Davis fans, regular Ryan Garcia fans, regular, Floyd fans. And then you got Flomos. Then you got Cinnabons. There's a difference. Like you got Aerosmith fans, and then you have Aerosmith. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference. Now you gotta determine, are you still a Cinnabon or down from the bar? People yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, I don't like Flomos neither. I don't like them neither. I ain't your friend, your homie, not your partner. Don't want to be down. You know what I mean? It is, I have I pissed off. I don't think there's a fan base in boxing that really like on you anyways. So you might as well just come out and say, it works for me. You know what I mean? And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. When I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. So anyways, now, as you guys know, Floyd Mayweather has officially come out of retirement, and he is set to face off against Manny Pacquiao on September the 19th of this year on Netflix. Special guest Karceno, my main man Karceno, man. Shout out that brother right there, man. He been putting that work a long time. And he know Floyd Mayweather personally. But special guest Karceno gives his take on why Floyd has returned. You get what I'm saying? And what does this mean for American boxing? Because I'm sitting back, I'm looking at the jitterbugs. I'm looking at Devin Haney, who is, some would say, Manny Mayweather reincarnated. Manny Mayweather reincarnated. Floyd, Floyd and Devin, they say Devin fights so much like Floyd. Not pretty boy Floyd. There's not an ounce of pretty boy in Devin Haney. Not an ounce, not one scintilla of pretty boy in Devin Haney. He don't fight like that. He is nowhere near on that level, right? Now, Manny Mayweather, yeah, Devin Haney's on the Manny Mayweather level. You know what I mean? Manny Mayweather wasn't as good as Pretty Boy. You know what I mean? Now, the Flomo would say, well, Manny Mayweather the one that made the money. Yeah, he made the money, but that ain't had nothing to do with from a skill standpoint. I mean, making money is making money. If you're talented enough and whatever, you're gonna make money. Making money is a byproduct of the work, whatever that work may be. Do you get what I'm saying? So, it's motherfuckers right now that make more. It's motherfuckers right now working on the job that make, that's making a whole lot of goddamn money. Then you got another guy. He may, but the guy, it may be one guy who working real hard making that bread. It may be another guy. He ain't really doing too much of nothing making that bread. He got other motherfuckers working. You get what I'm saying? But that don't mean he better. You get what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. But my point is this. I sit back and I'm looking at this shit. I say, damn. The old guard, Mike Tyson. This go to tell you that that this new wave of boxing with the new jitterbugs, Them they ain't shit. The old guard still running this shit. Mike Tyson, 60 years old. Floyd Mayweather, 50 years old. They, Manny Pacquiao, they still trying to, Manny, we need you. They trying to resurrect the Pactards. So now you finna see all the old niggas come back. All the old Pactards who was beefing online 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, who left boxing, they didn't want to have nothing to do with it no more because they don't shift it, went somewhere else. They gone. All the old niggas coming back now. True. All the old Filipinos who was having digital race wars online against the black Floyd Mayweather fans. All the old Floyd Mayweather fans and Flomos coming back, to start the old beef up again. Yeah, nigga, I remember you sent me that gun emoji back in 2014. What Floyd did to Manny in 2015, dog. We gonna beat him again. So all this gonna start all over again. Two old niggas. I say, so for them to be able to come and take spotlight, that's going to tell you whoever the so-called American superstar is, he ain't no superstar. How you let some old motherfuckers coming out of the retirement home outshine you? Like, still, any of these old fighters fighting each other is a bigger draw than any Devin Haney fight, any Shakur Stevenson fight, any Keyshawn Davis fight, any Ryan Garcia fight. Bro, it is what it is. Some old niggas, Tyson 60, Floyd 50, Manny 48, them three coming back is still a bigger draw than any young nigga right now. True. But anyways, let's go. Let's get into this shit. So I say, well, historically, when 50-year-old fighters come back from a historical standpoint, they normally come back because they broke. Now, we broke this definition down, what rich people broke is and poor people broke. Because it's gonna be a Flomo in the chat. Oh, nigga, you hating. Your man ain't broke. He's still in this mansion. I gotta hear all this shit down like, oh. Yes, I can't. Yo, you got it, big dog. If y'all ever hear me say you got it, big dog, it's just that I have come to the conclusion that the person that's in front of me, IQ is just too low, that if I were to even indulge in a conversation with him to correct him and to show him the flaw of his dumbass logic, I will lose brain cells my goddamn self. So to prevent me from losing brain cells talking to a low IQ Flomo, you got it, big dog. Let me turn around and get the hell away from this nigga. True. Yep. So I pulled it up. I say, normally when retired fighters, professional fighters, come back out of retirement often, it's due to it's kind of like always due to a combination of things, like a combination of financial necessity. That's always it. What would be financial necessity? That can come back from mismanaged funds or a or a high cost lifestyle. Like if you live a high lifestyle, you get what I'm saying? If you live in a high lifestyle, then it's like, yeah, that could be the reason why. What does a high lifestyle mean? If Mike Tyson generated $500 million throughout his career, and he went broke, like he went all the way down to $10 million. Now, $10 million is a lot of money to a motherfucker like me and you, but he grossed $500 million. Now, with inflation, in today's time, it'd be more than that. It'd probably be closer to damn near $1 billion. But to damn near $1 billion. So, but at that time, $500 million. And he went all the way down to about 10 million, according to what was reported. He owed IRS, he owed creditors debt, he had to sell off a lot of stuff. And guess what? Mike Tyson built it up and became all the way back. And guess who helped him bring it back up? Well, what's that white man that Deontay Wilder has as his manager, Shelly Finkel? The white Jewish guy, Shelly Finkel. Yeah, Shelly Finkel. True. Yeah, Shelly Finkel. He, when Tyson went broke, left Don King and all that there, and had to fight because at a certain point, a certain time in the '90s, once Mike left Don, they had court and all that shit there, and like he was done. Now they say Don did beat him out of money and stuff like that, but at the same time, Mike wasn't managing this money well neither. Mike had the same situation Mike had the same situation with Don that Floyd had with Al. Don had power of attorney over his money, charging a nigga $50,000 for towels, $1,000 bottle of water. Yeah, don't worry about it, Mike. You can use my gym, baby. Don't worry about it. You can use my gym. You think you got access to a gym? Don recouping his money on the back end. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm going to take all these expenses out now. Now, what I told you you're going to make 20 million, right? You made 20 million, baby. But hold on, Don, this is a check for 10. Well, yeah, baby, you made 20, but we got 10 million in expenses. We got towels. I'm charging $50,000 a towel now. And you ran through you ran through 100 towels. So you do the math on that. Okay, then, on this sheet now. Okay, remember all that water you were drinking? All that water you were drinking? Yeah. Remember, that water cost $1,000. That's regular Zephyr Hills water. No, baby, that's Don King water. Okay, goddamn. Okay, now you in a training facility? Yeah. That's another 5% right there. Training facility now. Yeah, but you said with the gym. Yeah, it's just but it's my gym. We got to keep lights on, baby. Got to keep lights on. Okay, now let's see. What do we got? Okay, remember Big Booty Judy? That was at the hotel with you? Yeah, man. Big booty calls, man. You think she was there with you because she like you? Because you got big muscles and you famous? No, man. I had to spend good money on her. How much you spend on her? Oh, probably about $200,000-300,000. Wow. True. Yeah, they go to subtracting. They go to subtracting like, hold on, wait a minute, you ain't got that. You know how it is when you work and you get paid and you got to pay bills? Y'all know how it is. You think because he Floyd Mayweather, he ain't got no bills to pay. Why do you think all these people, why do you think all the jewelers and the different landlords and stuff suing him? If he had money, people wouldn't be suing him, he'll pay him. If he got the money, he'll pay him. What man got all this money, hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank, and you owe this nigga $300,000 over there. You owe this dude $1 million over here. You owe that dude $1.5 million over there. And and you just don't take, that's pocket change. You on videos, quote unquote, saying you buying $20 million Rolexes. All you got to do is sell that one Rolex and take care of the little small change. I said, oh, okay, I see what this is. True. And then too, Floyd is a narcissist, so he's gonna like that spotlight as well. If I can come back, baby. And guess what? It ain't a young African American fighter in boxing today that's bigger than Floyd. Now you can put all these niggas together, ain't nothing bigger than Floyd. And we don't even want to talk about the Mexican American fighters. They don't even register on the Richter scale. They don't even register with against Canelo. So it is what it is, right? But you get what I'm saying, though, right? So that's it. It's like, put it this way. It's like a person working on the job. Let's say somebody in the chat, you're an older person, you don't work on the job for 20, 25 years, 30 years. You don't retire from the post office. You got your pension, you got your 401k, you got all that coming in, right? And then you don't spoke to your financial planner if you got one, or financial advisor at the bank or whatever, and they say, look, man, the way your money is structured, you can live within this here. You can live on $10,000 a month. If you don't never work a day in your life, as long as you don't get any more expenses, live within your means, $10,000 a month, or take care of everything you need for the rest of your life. This would allow you to travel. This allow you to do whatever you want to do within those means, right? If an old person come out of retirement after all those years, you know why they come out of retirement? Because the cost of living don't got too high, and they cannot afford to stay home. So now we got to come back out of retirement in order to go back on the workforce to make money so that I can be able to provide for myself or my kids or my grandkids or whatever. So the 30 years, you see what I'm saying? So that's what this is. All the years of being bossing, you got to come back to it. When shit get low, it happened to everyday people. It happened to everyday people. Yeah. If a motherfucker gross $500 billion and go broke, shit, President Trump filed for bankruptcy quite a few times. Well, a couple of times. Florida ain't filed for no bankruptcy, but I'm just saying, like, you know, shit, he ain't, you know what I mean? This shit ain't far-fetched at all. I see what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now, let's go over here. Now, this what got everybody got the Holy Ghost. Now, this is Roger Mayweather's son. This here on Fight Hype. And I'm sitting there looking. I said, let me look at the comments and see what's up. Cause the comments tell her, you know what I mean? No, Fight Hype. Well, no, this ain't Fight Hype. This Fight Hub right here. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at all these videos on YouTube about what's going on in Mexico. They say they don't knock out one of the drug lords, huh? I heard the phone call where he was talking to the goddamn chief of police or some shit. Cussing them out and everything. I said, boy, Mexico, they don't even play, boy. They be killing each other left and right in Mexico. So all that shit you niggas be talking about, yeah, man, don't know everybody stick together, but don't nobody be fighting each other, killing each other, but black folks. Everybody stick together. I say, shit, ask some people in Mexico and they stay together. You better look at some of them goddamn videos. Mexicans in Mexico killing each other left and motherfucking right. True. Shit, damn sure will. Damn sure will, shit. Anyways, here you go right here. Let's go on up here. It's Oscar De La Coca. Okay, Blue letting his hair hang. Okay, Blue let his hair down, huh? Oh, Blue got a lot of hair. Okay, no, okay. Now you start looking at Blue hair. Y'all gonna be like, man, Coach talking about the man hair, dog. He doing the same thing she go did with Tank. He writing love letters. He writing love letters about his doggone Coach writing love letters about the man hair. I'm like, yeah, I don't get you now. I don't want to give you niggas nothing to talk about. Anyway, let's see what's up. All right, Chicago hairstylist. Let's see what's up. What she got? Oh, she finna put that big baby mill on him, huh? Hold on. Let's take it down a little bit. What's she finna do? Oh, she finna give him that big baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't play that. That's copyright music. Yeah, she give him that big baby right. That's that big baby right there. Don't worry about that baby boy. Listen, we got that George Jefferson going on. Don't even worry about that baby boy. Boy, when I throw this man weave on you, when I put this toupee on your head, now don't worry about it. Now, right now, what we got to do, we got the alcohol here. We finna put this glue on there, right? That's that glue. We got to put the glue on there. See, don't even worry about that big baby. See, I'm finna give you that big baby right there, baby. Finna give you that big baby. Bam, when I finish with you gonna have them deep Caesar wave. Look at you, dog. Look at you, shooting. Yeah, look at you now. Now, all these females who saw me put this wig on your head, all of them gonna be trying to holler because you look that good. You see what I'm saying, baby boy? Yeah, y'all come on over here, goddamn it, the Knicks. Look at him. Oh, look at that. He looking like a real. Is he Puerto Rican? Where he from? He ain't black. Is he Puerto? Well, he might. I'm saying his race black, but he ain't African American. Wait a minute, hold on. Is he? Now he don't look like no Puerto Rican. That look like an Arab. Is he an Arab? He look like an Arab. He don't look like no. He don't look like no Mexican. He look like who this is? Yeah, Yeah. He look like he might be from the Middle East somewhere. I think he from the Middle East. He might be from the Middle East right there. Yeah, they say, you know what I mean? He ain't Puerto Rican. He ain't Mexican. He damn sure ain't black. He ain't FBA. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think he's Jamaican. I don't know if he's Jamaican or Haitian now. I don't know if he's Jamaican or Haitian, but yeah, he kind of like, you get what I'm saying? We gonna put that man, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, if you listen, all you ladies, if you can wear lace fronts and all that there, then the men can wear their lace fronts too. True. The men can wear their lace fronts too. Y'all ain't the only one that's gonna be wearing lace. Y'all ain't gonna be the only one wearing lace fronts, goddamn. You can believe that. Anyway, let's go back. Just wanna, let y'all know, goddamn it. Y'all can't be the only ones around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Here you go right here. He go. Now he go the money right here. Oh, that's Roger Mayweather's son. That's my first time seeing him.
Right roll.
But that's a flow boy. That's a flow boy right there, boy, right there. Boy, you see Floyd? Nigga, Floyd looking good to be 50. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Listen, I don't know. Floyd might can take. Let's see. Who y'all want to see Floyd fight then? Pivot hook right here. Okay. See, Floyd, see, Floyd is the one that made a spectacle out of the hand mitts. And see, that's what impressed the casuals. See, the hand mitt make a nigga think that he can really fight because he watching Floyd. Man, you saw what Floyd did, though. So you had a whole bunch of jitterbugs practicing the hand mitt routine. I'll never forget. I'm in LA. Me, Steve Kim, I'm in LA. I'm interviewing Buddy McGirt. I'm talking to Buddy McGirt. Right before the interview, he was telling me a story about this jitterbug, this young kid boxer. I ain't gonna say his name. He didn't want to say his name, but the boxer, and he wanted Buddy McGirt to train him. He was looking for trainers. He heard about the great Buddy McGirt, and he went to go holler at him. But when he went to go holler at Buddy McGirt, he hollered at him wrong. This is what he said. Jitterbug said, hey, do you know how to, the Jitterbug said, do you know how to, can you teach me how to do the hand mitts? Then he said, do you know how to do the hand mitts like Roger and Floyd Mayweather? You know how to do that? You get what I'm saying? And Buddy was looking at her. Buddy say, Buddy was like, what kind of question is that? Nigga asking, he looking for a trainer and he asking for a hand mitt routine. He asking hand mitt routine questions. Buddy say, he said, you know how to do that? Buddy said, no, I don't know how to do that. He said, do you know how to fight? He said, do you know how to fight like Floyd Mayweather? Dude looked at him with a perplexed look on his face. He's like, no, I don't know how to do it. He said, okay then, I don't know how to do that. He said, but if you want me to teach you how to fight, I can do that. True. He said, I can do that, man. I can teach you how to fight now, all that. See, Floyd the one made that popular. And you know what I mean? So, you know. Yeah. Floyd and Roger Mayweather, R.I.P. to Roger. Floyd Roger and Floyd Senior. Ooh, y'all see Floyd? Boy, I'm trying to tell y'all, boy. Well, we coming back.
Drop.
We coming back at 50.
Walk it. Patient. 6.
Hey, there's a 50-year-old, listen, there's a 50-year-old right now watching this hand mitt routine. Like, yeah, dog, I'm trying to tell you, boy, nigga, Floyd, I'm coming back. Nigga, I'm finna come back too. I'm finna show these jitterbug. These jitterbug can't fight. Be honest, these niggas can't fight these shoes. But anyway, I'm finna show these jitterbug what time it is, dog. Finna get on one of these niggas there. I'm like, fam, dog, you 50 now, dog. Them, you know, you ain't as flexible as you used to be. Your timing ain't there. Them bones don't move like they used to move. Your reflexes ain't as quick as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got, you know what I mean? When the last time you had a fight, dog? Shit, nigga, I had a fight back in 99. Yeah, in a long time, dog, 99. Your timing off like a mug. True. Yeah. True. Your timing off like, but you finna get tired quick. Tired.
Watch it. I step back like I have my distance. That's why I step. See, I have my distance. Fighters don't know their distance. You gotta know your distance.
Dude, see, fighters don't know their distance. See, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are masters of when it comes to distance, especially Shakur Stevenson. Shakur's a master. He measures his distance very, very well. That's why you can't hit that motherfucker. He like, yo, I'm gonna get close enough to make you think I'm here. And then as soon as you try to leap at me, I take that half step back and blah, blah, blah. He catch you with a 1-2, and that's it. They'll 1-1-2 you, or they'll hit you with the 1, or they'll 1-2 you all night long. That's it. Like you ain't gonna see a whole lot of combinations come up in these, because they don't teach that right now. And nigga, I'm finna hit you, then I'm finna get out the way. I'm gonna hit you, then I'm gonna get out the way. I'm gonna hit you again, and I'm gonna get out the way again. And we're gonna keep doing this shit from the first round to the 12th round. And then at the end of the fight, I'm gonna hit you a lot of times. You don't been to hit me very few times, and I'm gonna win unanimous decision.
True.
Yeah. That's how that works. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see that now. Let me go ahead and like this. And now this on fight. Now let's see what the people talking about. Let's see what the people talking about. Because the people, let's see what the people talking about. Let's go on down here, man. I got everything on this bit. Let's see. Bro Rilla, Charleston White, Donald Trump, Danielle Perkins. I got everything on them. Look at that. They go Devin Haney. Here you go. So this guy say his younger cousin Kai on the mitts, Roger's son. All right, cool. That's my grandson named Kai. Han Solo says, one thing about Floyd is he always in great shape. I mean, especially to be 50, he looking pretty good. I can't take nothing from him. He said, is that Roger's son? If so, that's dope. All right. The dude breathes boxing. Okay, all right. This guy say the dude trains the trainer. Floyd trains the trainer. You get what I'm saying? You know, like he training the trainer. You know, this is new to him, but you know, he ain't never seen nobody do that. But I get it. He looks better than the younger current fighters. So this brother right here, this is an older brother right here. His name Ben Israel. Shout out to Ben Israel. Ben Israel he say Floyd look better than some of the current younger fighters. You know what? He might have a point right there. He might have a point. This guy say the boxer calling out the works is wild. Bro, quick as F. Yeah, this guy say jump rope sounds like a country western song. Okay, now they talking about the jump rope, right? They talking about the jump rope. Let me go ahead and let the flow modes get something to get the Holy Ghost around. I know y'all getting, you know, if you're a flow mode, you're a man. That means your bussy getting wet. And if you're a lady, if you want to be a flow mode, ain't nothing wrong with a lady doing that, because I expect that for women. But when the men go to busting the wide open, I kind of look at them funny. But I digress.
AJ.
Woo. Okay. Y'all see Floyd right there jump roping? Okay, look at that. Ooh, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Y'all see that jump rope? Trying to tell you, boy, Floyd still got it. Hey, let somebody call that boy Crawford out of retirement. Let me call Bud, tell him come out of retirement. Bud, come on out of retirement, man. Well, we got somebody for you, boy. I got somebody that can whoop you, boy. Well, Bud, I got somebody that can whoop you, boy. Another African-American stud, your favorite fighter, Floyd Money May, coming out of retirement to take all the belts. We going for undisputed one more again. Now, what division we fighting at, though? They're probably going to fight at welterweight. They ain't going to fight at welterweight, then, you know, yeah, we coming for the smoke. We coming for the smoke. Anybody? Y'all see that? Hold on. Now, I want y'all to see what the fans, I want y'all to, boy, the Flow-Mos coming out of retirement, boy. Boy, the Flow-Mos coming out of retirement, boy. I want y'all to see this here, boy. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. If dude right here say, Floyd say, only me, Sammy Davis Jr., Gregory Hines, and the Savoy Glover, and Sean, what he say? Sean and John can tap dance like me. Well, he forgot about the brothers. I forgot the brother's name, man, back in the 40s and 50s. Them brothers, the motherfucker, man. Anyway, Carmel said he's back. He talking about the GOAT. This guy say the best ever. People don't understand the difficulty in fitness in this alone. Nah, jump roping is very hard. But it's the best, it's one of the best exercises you can do. It works the entire body. Jump roping is hard, bro. It works the entire body. When you see them fighters doing that, and you be like, man, they're making it look like it's easy. That took hours of practice and conditioning. This guy say, float like a butterfly, two-step like the GOAT. Okay. Boy, I'm trying to tell you that. Oh, he a part of TMT right there. Oh, yeah, he get paid to say that. Yeah, he get paid to say that right there. That's his bodyguard right there. You know what I mean? He get paid. Hold on, I saw him get knocked out, though. Yeah, I saw him get knocked out. Hold on. This dude got knocked out. I saw him get knocked. He said, it's Mr. Juicehead Turkey. to you. Okay, so he let it be known he on the juice. Okay, ain't no problem. You can be on the juice you want to, fam. Shit. You ain't no athlete, you ain't no professional athlete. You can be on the juice you want to. You know, motherfucking money made. Look at the fan, nigga, the fans, the back. Wait, look, listen, look, y'all want y'all to look. Look how many.
We are back.
Hold on.
Manny Mayweather and Beluga, we are back. It's a special day.
Special day.
Valentine's Day.
Talk to him, Floyd. It's Valentine's Day. And again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus.
It's the best right here.
The best right here. How you know it's the best and you don't drink? Nice little jazz music playing in the background.
Let's toast to the ones that we love. Happy Valentine's Day and cheers. We are.
Floyd, I ain't gonna lie. It looked like Floyd was struggling to read that one. I'm being honest with you now. I ain't trying to be funny. I want no smoke. But it looked like Floyd was struggling to read that one there, that card right there. It looked like, but I don't know how many takes it took for him to land that one, but it ain't easy looking to a camera talking. I'm telling you right now, looking into a camera talking in front of a whole bunch of people, especially if you got to read a script, read something, it's not easy to do that. I'm telling you, it's not easy to sit in the camera and know a whole, somebody like Floyd, he got hundreds of thousands of people watching him. You see what I'm saying? Anytime he posts something or whatever, it ain't easy doing that now. True. Yeah, man, they talking about the GOAT right here, man. TBE, baby. TBE. You see what I'm saying? He said he finna prove he the greatest of all time. The biggest. This guy here say the champ is here. You see what I'm saying? All the Flomos, we back, baby. We back. Anybody want the smoke can get it. True. You know, anybody want to smoke with us can get it.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
And we still picking and choosing. In 2026, we picking Mike Tyson and we picking Manny Pacquiao. You know, we still picking and choosing. And any one of them other young jitterbugs that want it. Any jitterbug that looked up to Floyd and you want to be like Floyd, if you want the smoke, you can get it too. True. Yeah. Floyd putting the jitterbugs on notice. You know, what we gonna do? We going on a 30-month run, and we about to cash out. You know, you diggity dig. You dig? That we finna do. We finna cash. You know, the old Flomos. Where my Flomos at? Let's come back. We finna start another digital war. You listen, the Pactards. I wasn't here when y'all had the digital war back in the day with Floyd online, with Floyd Mayweather, Manny Mayweather, and Manny Pacquiao fans, when y'all was beefing, going at each other, trading racial insults at each other and digital shootouts and stuff. I wasn't online when y'all was doing that then. I didn't come along until 2021. But now, what I'm saying is, I'm with the shits though. If y'all want to bring it all back up again, just reload it. Bring all the Pactars and the Flomos, and if y'all want to just go at it all over again, because I ain't never experienced it. I would like to experience that. I need some more bodies on my resume. True. I need some more bodies on my resume. I don't discriminate. Filipinos can get it. Mexicans can get it. Americans can get it. Foundational Black Americans can get it. Africans can get it. Nigerians can get it. Europeans can get it. It don't matter. Caribbeans can get it. Jamaicans can get it. Cubans can get it. I am equal opportunity. True. I believe in spreading the love. I do. I believe in spreading the love or the hate, however you want to interpret it. Shout out to Akila. Akila, what's going on? Akila, we coming out of retirement and we want the smoke, sis. Listen, we finna whoop Mike Tyson. We finna whoop Manny Pacquiao. And then we gonna fight one more time. We got a jitterbug that we looking at. That we looking to bless. the look and the blessed to give him an opportunity to get in the ring with greatness. You see what I'm saying? Because you got some good fighters today, but you ain't really got greatness like that. We gonna give a jitterbug an opportunity. You see what I'm saying, sis? Sis, I'm gonna tell you what we gonna do. Now we got this Flomo right here. This Flomo right here, Floyd, they say Floyd gonna have this guy with him as well.
After my God, I respected you. I respect you. After my God. I respect you. After my God. Give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before you pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo,
He needs air.
You need air.
He needs air. Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to do. All right, why are you pushing?
Don't worry about it. I got you, all right?
You know, it takes a lot to do that. The Flomos is coming up for air. He said, he needs air. He needs air. Take the picture before he faints. You know, he needs air. So the Flomos, the Flomos have come up for air. Floyd is doing jump ropes, and he's in the ring hitting the hand mitts. The Flomos have come up for air. They've taken that deep breath. You know, they back, baby. We finna get boxing back popping again. Boxing is going to get back popping again in America because the Flomos is back.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Yeah. Just like Darkwing Duck, just like how Darkwing Duck come out of the sky, trying to save the day, save the night, rather. We coming back. Telling you right now. Shout out to Sheila. Sheila is back. Shout out to Sheila. Now I ain't got no problem with again, a woman. You know, if a woman is on the jock of a male fighter, there's nothing wrong with that. Because that's what women's supposed to do. You know, you got a male fighter that you like, you got a crush on him. You know, you might want to give him some of the cookies or whatever the case may be, make him have his way with you, so to speak. Ain't nothing wrong with that if you're a woman. The problem that I have is when the men, when it's the men that's on their knees, up to my God, I respect that y'all. And you want another man to have his way with you. Like, you get what I'm saying? I say, yeah, man, you ain't saying nothing about that woman. She all of this nuts. You ain't saying nothing. I say, she's a woman. She's supposed to be like that. But what's your excuse? Nigga, you started out the conversation on your knees, fam. Floyd Waste is right. No, listen. Floyd Waste was right here. And Floyd Waste is right here. And your head was right there. You get what I'm saying? Fam, like your head right. You started out on your knees. So you was letting Floyd know right there and then what you was willing to do to prove your love to him. True. Yeah, it ain't that serious, fam. It ain't that serious. Shout out to Dark Man, shout out to the Dark 80s man. What did he say, fam? He said, I got time today. They all step. He said they all step Young Thurman. Step Young Thurman, okay. Okay. Anyways, hold on, man. Back by popular demand, we have my brother, your brother, the one and only, the legend, Karceno. Let's give our brother Karceno a round of applause. Yeah, man.
What's good?
Hey, Karceno, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, you sound kind of, let me see, can I turn you up?
Let me see. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, hey, can anybody, y'all can hear him, right? Yeah, I think they can hear you. Yeah, we good. We got you. I just turned you. Hey, man, Karceno, listen, brother, I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know I want to thank you for that. But however, I saw Floyd coming out of retirement. And you was around when, in the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about the social media aspect when they had, because I remember I was talking to Blood Boxing a while ago, and he was telling me about how when it all started, you know, when Floyd and Manny Pacquiao fought each other, in the build-up, you know, he said it was very, very racially divided online. Oh, they they had the Manny Pacquiao fans, which they called the Pac-Tards, against the Flomos. And they say it was a digital shootout going on digitally. You know, gun emojis in the chats, people threatening each other. You better not come to this fight, that fight. You know what I mean? What said you about that? When you heard Floyd coming back and he's gonna fight Manny Pacquiao on Netflix in September, what went through your mind?
I was like, this is a money grab. That's it. That's all it is a money grab. At this point, Manny's fighting because he needs the money. Floyd's fighting because he definitely needs the money for the reasons he's going through right now, suing and all this stuff. So it's a mess. It's a mess over there, but it does nothing for the sport of boxing. Absolutely nothing.
No, man, no. Come on, Karceno. You say it do nothing?
It does absolutely nothing for the sport of boxing. All it does is highlight them. Why? What's the undercard? It depends on what's the undercard. Yeah. Do you got some of the young talents on there? Is Devin Haney gonna be on the card fighting somebody? We're gonna see Keyshawn. We gotta see some talent or some undercard where some people that's gonna be fighting each other. Other than that, we're just gonna be seeing Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, both almost 50, fighting each other. That does nothing for the sport.
Listen, Karceno. I got one for you. Mm-hmm. Floyd Mayweather is still a cult-like figure amongst a whole new fan base of casuals, even in the digital world, because you got people like a Ryan Garcia who just finally became a champion after 10 years, and but he's popular with social media on TikTok. Got a lot of teenagers as fan bases and stuff like that, and But I'm just saying, Floyd coming back to the game. And you got people like Ryan Garcia who looked up to Floyd, Devin Haney, who his whole style is not pretty boy, more tailored towards Money Mayweather. Because I don't see an ounce of pretty boy in Devin. I see more money made than anything. And Shakur Stevenson and stuff like that. So I'm like, man, I don't know. Then you got the Tank Davis situation. People was introduced to the world to Tank through Floyd. So you don't think that's gonna arouse the people all over again?
No, because it's not that time anymore. Like Floyd was an active fighter back then. Now he's coming back just for like maybe 2 money fights, 2-3 money fights, then he's out. And he's right back out of boxing. So it's not gonna do anything for the sport. It's not going to carry the sport or anything. But if you look at like everybody you named, Tank Davis, right? He was the biggest draw in boxing. This man was never fighting world champions. He was fighting nothing but basically showcase fights. Ryan Garcia and like he fought Pitbull once, but other than that, he fight Gamboa. If it was a real challenge, he never fought the champions of the divisions at all. Because he felt like there's no money in it, no need. So, he only fought the last fight he did, and I knew that was going to be a tough fight for him, but he only fought him because he thought, okay, he's coming up in weight. Let me go ahead and beat him, and then I can go ahead and do my money fight that I want to do with Jake Paul. Yeah. That's who he wanted to fight. He was never going to fight Shakur Stevenson. He's like, I'm not doing that fight. I'm going to go ahead and fight Jake Paul and get this money. So, yeah, it's a terrible situation.
Man, come on, man. You sound doom and gloom, Karceno, man. Like
it's not a good thing. I mean, Manny Pacquiao, what made Manny Pacquiao effective is Manny used to bounce on his toes.
Yeah.
Manny used to be boom, 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 boom. Manny can't move.
It look good though.
Manny can only do this now. Manny. His feet don't move no more. Now so he gonna be just there getting bing, 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 bing. I'll be like, oh man, now you're sitting target.
Yeah. So, but see, do you think we're gonna relive the Flomo and Pac-Tard days?
No, that's done. That's come and gone. That's come and gone. That's never coming back around. The Filipinos, they gone. They packed up the tent. They moved on. They was like, all right, it's over. And they took off.
Hey, but listen, hey, so you don't, so for those who I wasn't around, was it really that bad? How was it online for content creators, but black content creators in particular? How was it online for during that time?
Oh man, it was brutal. I mean, because you was at it with, not only was Manny Pacquiao the staple of what they were trying to do here, because they didn't have any white champions.
Yeah.
He became the champion for white people to beat Floyd because they couldn't stand Floyd. They didn't have any white champions, so he became the Anglo-Saxon Filipino. So, so it became, everybody was Pacquiao this, Pacquiao crazy. Plus, you realize especially us being in the media world, with the boxing, Filipinos was a large market on the internet. Phil Boxing is one of the biggest websites because they have so many Filipinos that love boxing and basketball are the two things that they love over there. They either box or they play basketball 24 hours a day. So their website, Phil Boxing, Don Goya is the owner of it. And he would approve articles to come over, and you would get a lot of traffic if it approves in its own Phil Boxing. So they want, of course, propaganda for Manny. So when we was writing stuff for Floyd and we had exclusives from Floyd, he took that like, oh man, this is an exclusive from Floyd Mayweather. And I sat down and did an interview with Floyd, and they took that at Phil Boxing. And next thing you know, we had the green light. Then people started complaining like, they hate Manny. How y'all interviewing, taking articles from people that hate Manny? So they came in with a whole blockchain. We had to fight with them, going back and forth. So man, it was crazy. They was like, they blocked. We can't have them over here because they ain't talking reckless about Manny. We was telling the truth. I was just like, man, it's time to, he got to take the test. And now you see everybody taking the test. And like Floyd said, they all hated Floyd for asking for the test. Then now everybody tested. But they don't never give Floyd the credit for being the one that bring that to boxing. Saying everybody need to do the random blood urine test.
Yeah.
And he was the one that brought and fathered that in. And Shane Mosley versus Floyd fight was the first fight to ever do it. So ever since then, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao didn't get any knockouts. Once they started talking about them testing,
no more knockouts.
Away, they disappeared.
So, because Samedi said that because Devin Haney is now strong on that. When it's come to fighting any fighter, he want them to sign up for VADA 365. Apparently there's VADA, then there's VADA 365. You gotta be willing to be drug tested, even when you're not fighting. Right. I guess even when you don't have a fight coming up year round, no matter what, right? So they are a strong advocate of that. But like you said, Floyd was the one that pushed that, right?
He pushed the USADA one. And they didn't have that at that time. And then when Nonito Dunier years later did the snack with
Victor
Conte, he did that, and they were working with VADA, and they said it's better than USADA, so they're gonna go ahead and work with VADA, and they're gonna do this thing called 365. And Nonito Dunier was the first one to do the 365 days a year. Floyd was like, all right, when we start the fight, we sign on, then that's when the testing start, like when we do that. So it was just that. But once the fight is over, everybody go about they respect it. And Floyd is like, look, I travel, I move around. So if I'm in my regular day, if they want to get on a plane and go follow me somewhere else, then that's on them. He's just like, but I don't be in one place forever. I move around. So he's like, if it's fight time, then I'm gonna be in my camp location. I'm gonna be. So that's when the testing should start. And, that's what he feel, and it makes it an even playing field. Like he said, man, it's not baseball or football. You ain't hitting a baseball. You ain't throwing a football. You hitting people. So you being on something, you could kill somebody. So he's like, I'm gonna take this very serious.
So Floyd was basically, during training camp, when you got to prepare for a fight, fighters should be tested.
Mm-hmm. When they signed the contract, that's when it was started at that point. But
So
they had USADA and they didn't have the 365 yet. So when they created VADA, that's when they came up with the 365 thing, and Nonino Dunier was the first person to agree to do the 365. And they praised Nonino Dunier when they asked Floyd for coming up with it. Just said he was scared of Manny Pacquiao. It was crazy.
So you know what? So Nonito Dunier. So is it safe to say that was Victor Conte's idea to do 365? Because I remember I interviewed Victor. I interviewed Victor over here twice. I met him in LA. We was all of us, to me, him, Steve Kim, just a whole bunch of Dougie Fisher, just a whole bunch of other people right in Vegas. This was a couple of years ago, of course, before Vic passed away, and he was talking about how people can still do PEDs off season, in boxing, you have I guess an off season would be if you don't have a fight coming up, but then in season would be when you sign the contract, you get ready to fight. The Haneys are the ones are they the ones who push the 365 in the sport of boxing? Because Floyd didn't do it. So is that something that
No. Well, Nonito Dunier was the first one, and then now it's Devin Haney and them. They're taking the reins of pushing the 365, especially after what happened with Ryan Garcia. Because that was ridiculous. And then him coming out of the fixed fight he was in just last week with Barrios. So,
you say the fight was fixed?
Oh yeah, it was fixed. Barrios got paid.
Hey, you know what? I had somebody call the show yesterday, Karceno. He said, "Yeah, man, the fight was fixed, man. The man. I know you don't like. I know Barrios he ain't the most gifted fighter in the world, but he fight way better than that. Man, come on." And then I didn't think about it. Cause I'm like, man, this man trash.
He almost said, "I'm sorry," after hitting him with a right hand. He was like, "Oh man, I ain't supposed to throw that at all. What am I doing?"
Now this shit don't happen in boxing before. I said, you know what? I said, I got to go back and look at it again. I said, you know what, man, they might have a point, because I don't never remember Barrios being not like that. Come on now.
Yeah, then when he throw it right hand, he throw it to the body. I was like, dude, I'm like, this dude has got his hand down, the left hand down, he's circling right to the right hand every time. And I'm like, you not letting the right hand lead go? I'm like, what is you doing? I'm like, it's right there. Even his corner was telling him. So I'm like, the corner went in on it. The corner is like, man, what are you doing? He right there. He, take the shot. Like, you just sitting there waiting on him to get off. And it's like, you're not gonna win like that.
Man, hey, hold on. I gotta show you this. I want to share this with you. Now you see Floyd right here jump roping, Karceno. You see him right here jump roping. I'm looking at the comments. This man, hold on, let me see. This man had he got hundreds of thousands of likes, I think, right? Now, he got over 119,000 likes right here. You can't really see it, but it's right here at the bottom, right here. And all these people, all this engagement. I don't know if these are bots or whatever. I don't have no proof of that, but I'm just saying, I don't know, Karceno, man. He look like he's sparking the people's interest. They getting the Holy Ghost and watching Floyd do the jump rope.
Interested in Mayweather. Like, you can't name 4 fighters that's under Floyd camp. None of them that's under him. They are interested in Mayweather. He fighting Mike Tyson in April.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson clip is up there. Everybody gonna watch it because it's a spectacle. Yeah. You don't want to see it just because it's like Tyson's in the ring. You gonna watch it. Yeah. And Mayweather. Them two are the biggest draw right now in boxing as far as social media, anything moving, news. They gonna get all the press. But Floyd can sell a fight. Plus, he's one of the most gifted athletes in the world. So he'll be ready. He'll definitely be ready. So when he fights Manny Pacquiao, and it's gonna be the same fight.
It's gonna be the same fight.
It's gonna be the same fight. Manny Pacquiao is gonna get this time. Manny might get hurt in the fight and stop.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's the same fight. Manny just got now. It's even worse for him because he couldn't cut off the ring 11 years ago. He damn sure ain't gonna cut it off now.
And Floyd is the master at keeping his distance and range.
Oh yeah,
he controlled that distance. You know, that's what gave Manny Pacquiao problems that first fight. I mean, yeah, he couldn't gauge the distance. You know, Floyd. You know, to me, it just seemed like
the strategy was keep Manny Pacquiao at his pace. And what got other fighters in trouble is when they try to fight their pace, Manny like baits you to come in. And when you try to come in on Manny Pacquiao, that's when he spring. He get on that back, that big old gigantic calf.
Yeah.
Forward. Boom, 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 boom. So he catch your momentum coming in and he back like he's backing up and he'll stop, plant, and jump towards you and start his offense. And Floyd, man, he didn't study all Manny Pacquiao's mannerism, his style, when he do it. He was like, oh yeah, I know better than to rush him. I'm not gonna rush him. Because he said that he waiting for that. He waiting for me to rush him. And he's like, I'm not gonna do it. That's why him and his father was clashing in this. Yeah. You know, singing with what are you doing, man? You get on there, man, you get him right here and level, get him up out of here. I was like, senior, man.
Yeah, senior was like, man, you act like you scared of him.
Yeah, senior was mad because senior, he wasn't doing what senior wanted him to do. Senior wanted him to jump on Manny Pacquiao and get him out of there. And he was trying to tell his dad the whole camp, nah, I know how he fight. He waiting for me to jump in there.
Yeah.
He waiting on that. And he was like, he waiting for me to do that. And I'm going to let him be the one to jump. I'm going to make him have to put up. I'm going to just keep him at the jab. And if he try to come through the door, like he just going to, like, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to put some on him. So he going to know he just can't walk up in here. And sure enough, Floyd let him see. Man, he tried to charge. Pow! And Floyd caught him with that right hand. He knew, like, oh, okay, I'm going to have to stay back out here. You know, a lot of people think Floyd don't have power. Floyd does have power. Floyd is strong. Like Oscar just told y'all, like, no, Floyd's strong. He's like, he's strong. He can hit. It's his hands. His hands can't take the force anymore. He broke his hands and damaged his hands so much.
Yeah.
That I'm like, Floyd used to knock everybody out.
You talking about pretty boy. See, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, when he was at 130, 135, Floyd was stopping people, man. I was like, dude, it's just that he's fighting guys that's naturally middleweights. So I'm like, yeah, now he probably ain't gonna knock them out, but they gonna be hurt for messing with Floyd. And I was like, it's gonna be hard for them to touch him. Yeah. But it's his hands. His hands is what he tried to keep his hands together, man. The dude dislocated his knuckle on one fist. His knuckle is like way back here on one of his hands, man. It's a mess. His hands is all messed up.
Damn. So that's what I was saying. That's why he had to change his style. When he, kind of like when he became Manny Mayweather, he kind of like he fought differently. And a lot of those fans, like the younger ones who follow him like a cult right now to this day, they became used. They got used to Floyd. I want to say maybe right before the Pacquiao fight or somewhere around that time, and maybe a little before. Some of those fans, they don't know Pretty Boy Floyd, but they know Manny Mayweather.
Right? They don't remember his career. They don't even remember Ricky Hatton. I mean, Gotti fights and nothing like that. They only remember anything.
Chop Corley.
Right, everything during like the De La
Hoya.
Yeah, they don't really even remember that. They remember De La Hoya. Oh, that's when they first heard of him, really. For some of the people, but yeah, I was at a lot of those fights.
Well, hey, so something you said earlier. You said that, look, man, like a lot of people in the chat and in the comment section over there on Floyd Mayweather's Instagram page, they into Floyd. They follow everything Floyd. Mm-hmm. And I said in the show, in my monologue, I say, man, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather coming together to fight is we talking about two Black American fighters. It's bigger than any current young fighter who's supposed to be a superstar right now. It's bigger than any one of those. Bigger than Keyshawn, bigger than Devin Haney, bigger than Shakur Stevenson. Any of these young guys, they're not a bigger draw than Floyd Mayweather. And even with the Mike Tyson thing, I don't think so. What say you?
No, not at all. But the thing is that it doesn't do anything for the sport of boxing, because when you do something for the sport of boxing, whatever your fight does, it set up more business for everything else. It opens up doors for the other fighters. When Floyd used to fight, it used to open up platforms, and when he was active and he was fighting in Vegas, this fight's happening in Africa. So it's not like over there from happening. But this is on Netflix. People are gonna watch it that day, they might watch it the next day, but it's gonna mean nothing for the next fight coming up next week. They ain't not gonna get.
You're right about that.
Right, they're not gonna get any of the press, any of the attention, and it does nothing. Like David Benavidez got a great record, right? And he's like the Mexican monster. Yet we don't see no promotion for him when he's not fighting. We don't hear nothing about David Benavidez.
Not at all. Yeah.
None. And this is what happened with a lot of the fighters. A lot of them are big on Twitter and in IG, and they do all this. But man, I think they got like 20 world championships the way they be talking. I'm like, man, he fighting him. They going at it on Twitter. Next thing you know, they ain't even fighting each other at all. So the fights never materialize, but it confuses the audience, because the people that's on Twitter that's following them think there's a fight coming up. They'll make a fake picture of them together, like, here it is, me versus them. So people be thinking, okay, damn, they finna fight.
Yeah.
And when it come to they fighting somebody you ain't never heard of before. It was like, well, wait a minute, I thought he was fighting dude. They're like, oh no, he's not fighting. That was a fake picture they put up, just showing people what it would look like if they was a fight.
It's amazing you say that is because I'm like, damn, you make a valid point. It does nothing for the sport of boxing. Floyd and Tyson gonna fight in Africa. However, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, I don't know. That's going to be on Netflix. So in the States.
Yeah.
So
in Vegas.
That ain't going. Yeah, in Vegas. That ain't going to bring no. That
depends on who's on the undercard, and then what are they going to do after that? If you look at all Floyd Mayweather pay-per-views, who was on the undercard that really stood out or just got success off the undercard? Almost none of them, except
none of them.
Tank Davis, the only one that ended up doing something, but he got big after Floyd retired. He was winning fights, and you saw him a little bit, but he didn't really take off until after Floyd was done. That's when Tanks, everybody started gravitating to Tank once Floyd was gone. So the whole thing was Floyd was trying to push Tank as his fighter, like, I'm gonna put everything in the Tank, but he had Badu Jack.
Yep.
He had Cuba Aries, who just fought on the undercard, and then you got
that's Q. I think that's Q.
Yeah, right.
Jalen Love,
Ishe Smith, Jake Paul, Ishe. Right. So you got those guys under your umbrella, and they not doing anything. So it's like that wasn't moving the needle for them at all. They was just on the undercard. So it didn't move the sport forward as far as having other fighters on there, champion versus champion. We didn't see any of that. Yeah. Like normally, this is why Don King is probably the greatest promoter in the history of boxing.
I agree.
Hands down. And the reason why, because Don will give you about 5 title fights on one pay-per-view. You're going to have a champion fighting another champion. You're going to have a card. You ain't just the main event. And that's how everybody else is like, man, forget the undercard. Just do the main event. This is why you didn't grow the sport. When Chavez was the big money draw,
Don King fighter.
Right. And King would have him in there. You know who was on the undercard? Felix Trinidad.
Yep.
Tito Trinidad was on that undercard. So Tito was knocking people out. So when Chavez was down, he would have Tito Trinidad. He'd have Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah.
That you would end up seeing later on once the guy at the top is no longer the guy at the events to try to bring up the next. Because Don King, man, I used to work with Don.
It's amazing you said that, Karceno, because it seemed like every fight in today's time, it's a money grab fight. It's not really we fighting and then this gonna lead to that to build this, and build the sport, create an excitement. It's everything about the bag, the bag, the bag, the bag, the bag, the bag. These dudes won't, and Turk Al Sheik ain't really making it no better, because they, he's like, he's paying these dudes more money than Al Heyman could ever dare to think about.
Yeah.
He getting these dudes. I'm like, man, god damn. I mean, I know the fighter should get paid, but and I know they can't be turning no profit on this shit they paying for.
Nope.
Yeah, he losing on every fight card.
Yeah. And the reason he's losing because he loves the attention. He's already rich. He can't go broke. He got billions. So he's never going broke. So for him, he wants to be known. That's his thing. Like, I want to be known. And he loves boxing. So he's like, why don't I buy it? So now Zuffa boxing is what he got now. And that's with Dana White. And that's going to go to the toilet. That whole thing is nothing but UFC for boxing. That's going to be the worst thing for any fighter over there. I'm like,
I don't know. It's some fighters I know they say they getting treated well over there. From what I'm, the fighters I know that signed, the few I know that's signed over there.
Yeah, they're gonna say that now until they realize, hey, wait a minute, I can't get a sponsorship. I gotta wear the clothes they tell me to wear. I gotta wear Zuffa trunks. I gotta wear. I was like, wait a minute, I got a flat fee. I don't get no back end money. I don't. Wait a minute, what's going on here? You see,
I'm at the back end. See, look, Karceno. Now, hold on, now. You making it seem like the fighters was getting all this crazy loot, prior to Zuffa, and then now, like, come on, man, these dudes ain't making no money like that unless you the top elite fighters.
But that's the thing is they're trying to shortcut themselves. Like Conor Benn, he's trying to shortcut it. And what he did to Eddie Hearn was just diabolical. And that's why promoters right now screw over fighters just because of that situation you saw there. That was disrespectful. And, I mean, if you want to leave Eddie, that's cool. But Eddie was really operating on trust. He could have just forced you to sign a deal and be like, look, you ain't signing a deal. I'm not flying you to the United States, putting you in the ring, like you finna fight so-and-so. And that dude is another one. He's another just
talking about Conor Benn.
Yeah, average fighter. He'll be beat easily by anybody. He know he'll get beat. So he wants to go and fight the easiest fights he can. He fought a weight drained Chris Eubanks in the rematch.
Yeah.
And then he dominated him like, told you the first fight was. I'm like, man, this dude was a dead man walking coming in the ring. He was so weight drained.
Hey. Yeah, Conor Benn is he's a European fighter. He's a domestic level fighter. He's more bark than bite. Someone with some skill like a Shakur Stevenson, it won't even be close. He ain't got the footwork to keep up. Someone with an elite jab and some good footwork, defensive prowess about himself. Devin Haney will beat him, in my opinion. I just think stylistically, their styles is all wrong for someone like her. Okay, what about Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia? What you think about that?
Conor Benn would knock out Ryan Garcia.
You think so?
Ryan Garcia is one of the worst fighters in the history of the sport. It's an insult. He's a YouTube fighter.
He said
this dude punch. He can't even punch. He punched like a schoolgirl.
In the history.
In the history, I've never seen a fighter at that level fight like that. Man. He can't even punch. Like somebody throw a punch, he's fighting like this, like slapping with the punch. I'm like, what is he doing? He's not even turning his hips, nothing. Then that's why I was shocked with the knockdown. I was like, how? I was like, how you get knocked down? He's swinging like this because he has no right hand. So all he is a left hook guy. So he's trying to throw the right hand, so he's swinging like this. I said, oh my God.
He turning it. It looked like
Oh my God. This dude cannot punch. I was watching. I'm like, he telegraphed everything he throws. He
do telegraph it, yeah.
Everything. You see everything coming. There's no disguise in him. Like, that's why I'm like, no, he will be destroyed. He talking about he finna fight Shakur. I'm like, man, put the house up. Where the car? Everything. Let me sign the paperwork now. I'm getting all the money. Taking phones, everything. It's all going on Shakur.
What do you think about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney?
Devin Haney would knock him out this time.
No,
like he was going to do. He was going to do the first fight.
No, man. No.
When he caught him with that left hook in the second quarter, in the second round, he caught him with that left hook. No, that was the second round. Devin caught him with the left hook. I mean,
say Devin.
Yeah, Devin caught him with a left hook in that second round. Like, bow! He would have been asleep right then and there if he didn't have that stuff in his system. That boy got hit. He was hitting himself out there.
Man, you hate it, man. You need Hey, come on, Karceno, man. Now listen, I'm not no
I'll give it to you straight. If that dude didn't have that junk in his system, dog, he took that left hook and he even talked about it at the post fight. He caught me with a left hook. That was a good one. I was like, man, he got some power. But I'm like, I ain't going down. I'm like, yeah, not with that stuff in your system.
so you think this time, Debo Dev, that's what they call him now, Debo Dev. You think Debo gonna knock Ryan Garcia out this time?
He would knock him out. It would be quick. If he ain't got that stuff in his system, he's dead meat. He there's nothing he could do.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I disagree.
I'm gonna tell you why first, and then why he would knock him out this time. They're fighting at 147 pounds. That's it. That's the main reason why Devin Haney he had to drain himself to make 140. That was his last fight at 140. They're gonna be. You see how he looks at 47? Like I told everybody about Norman. I was like, watch how strong Devin's gonna be at 47, because now he don't have to kill himself to get to make weight. Now he's at a natural weight where he can really punch. And I was like, Devin can hit. He can. Y'all don't believe he got power? I'm like, Devin can hit. And sure enough, he put Norman ass down. And I was like, see, that was your boogeyman. And I was like, what I tell you, that boy eyes rolled back like a slot machine. Now you tell me about this ride. I want
man, look, man. Okay, listen, check this out. But Devin Haney did not knock out Brian Norman.
No, he didn't.
And he didn't drop him anymore after that. So in order for Devin Haney to knock out Ryan Garcia, stylistically, he's going to have to fight more front foot dominant to get him out of there, take some chances. And he doesn't fight like that.
He doesn't have to. Ryan Garcia likes to come forward. He's going to walk right into it. That's as he always does.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He'll get the knockout if he. I see what you're saying. He got a time up coming in.
Just like he timed Norman coming in, and as soon as he punched in between the punches, and that's how he caught Norman. And that's the
well, he hurt him with the left hook because Norman threw a left hook and Devin Haney threw a left hook, and this left hook got there.
Yeah. But that was the I think that was the second one. I mean the first one. Yeah, he caught him with the first one. Then
caught him with the first left hook.
Then he caught him with another left hook
and hit him with the right cross.
Yeah, he hit him with the left right. Yeah, came with a 1-2 after that one.
Yeah.
So when Ryan Garcia get in that ring, there's nothing he's going to be able to do with Devin Haney. Devin was beating him every round outside of the knockdowns.
Yeah, that's
every round, just controlling him with the jab because he can't box. So when he comes in, he's only gonna get tagged, body, head. Next thing you know, get caught on that chin without that stuff. Just like Rolly, that boy gonna roll on the floor and he gonna quit. He gonna roll on the floor and gonna quit.
See, but this is the thing, right? Listen, Karceno, when I interview Bill, and I say, man, I'm looking at past fights Devin Haney had where he could have slept Regis Prograis. He didn't do it. He didn't go for the kill. Regis Prograis, he dropped him. He was wobbling all throughout that fight, especially out after the 6th round. And I say, Bill, Regis was ready to go. Why you ain't take him out? He said, no, everybody was saying that we couldn't take away the left hand from the Loma fight because Loma kept hitting Dev with the left hand. So I wanted to prove to everybody that we can go 12 rounds, without getting hit with the left hand. And I told Bill that was some bullshit. I said, Bill, you don't get paid for overtime.
Shit. Yeah, that's
you don't get paid for overtime. The pay's still the same. The longer you let the fight go, potentially he could have landed a lucky punch, could have turned everything. So if you can get him out of there, get him out of there. Bill Haney don't coach like that. He coaches safety. I call it. He coaches safety first. Look, just stay back. Devin don't even let his hands go like that. He throw a one. He throw a 1-2, and that's it.
Yeah, throw what you need.
Yeah,
that's the thing. He throw what you need, and when he catch Ryan Garcia right on that chin, Ryan Garcia is gonna be wobbly, and that boy leg's gonna be gone, and he gonna get his excuses ready. He gonna start saying my hand hurt, my dog died, and I was in a bad mood. He gonna be coming up with another excuse because he gonna be going to sleep. I
can see the fight going 12. Devin Haney don't have that killer instinct like that. Like
you're right, he don't have it, but he don't have that. But I think Ryan's gonna do all the work for him. He's gonna get counted. He's gonna come right on in and get caught.
Goddamn, Cito. Boy, you sticking to the Debo damn body. And he Debo now. He Debo right now. He ain't Devin Haney no more. He Debo.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, he want the big fights, and everybody seem to be scared to take it. He's calling them out.
Well, listen, why is that? Why you think people scared to fight? Shakur Stevens, not Shakur. What's the boy out of Virginia? Keyshawn Davis said he want to smoke. What you think about that?
Key might be next, and that's gonna be a good fight. And I think Dev he'll beat Key. Key fighting spots. Key is real good, but he fighting spots. He got too many lows in his game where he just takes off and he's resting or whatever he's doing. And I'm like, what are you doing, Key? You ain't doing nothing right now. He got too many lows in his game, and that's perfect for Devin. So they see that. Bill see that. They already see where they can exploit Key. And Key, he take risks. And a guy take a lot of risks. And he get reckless, and he got a lot of openings for counters. And it's gonna be like, we're gonna see how you deal with what Devin put on you after you make those mistakes, and then you get controlled by a jab, and then you're gonna sit there, and they're gonna keep you out there on the outskirts, and you ain't gonna be able to come in.
So, I don't know. I was looking at the Keyshawn Davis and Nair Albright fight. And, Nair Albright had pretty good footwork. And that fight happened in Texas. I was talking to a friend of mine. I had to go back and look at the fight. He was telling me to go back and look at it again. I looked at it. That was the fight where the fight got turned into a no contest because Keyshawn had marijuana in his system. So, but I noticed he does have, it looked like he was having a little trouble with people who have, Albright got good footwork.
Albright got good footwork, plus he's long.
He's long, yeah.
Yeah, he keep you at the end of the jab. And that's how I knew Albright was going to give problems for Martin. I told people, I was like, I still think Albright won the fight. And I was like, they called it a draw. But I'm like, okay, you can call it a draw. But Albright, the way he fight, he's awkward. He fights like an old style. He fights in a shell when you come in. He leans back, so you can't really, your distance is kind of off. And then he pushes you off, and he makes sure you're at the end of all his punches. He uses all that length, and he dips his head down. So it's real hard to get to his body. It's real hard to get to him.
Yeah.
You got to use angles to get to Albright. It's a difficult fight to fight him because of his length. So somebody like Key, he's going to have a hard time with him. He got to move and get around him and stuff. So it's, yeah.
Hey, but the crazy part about it, it's amazing you said that, because I was talking to a brother in Philly, from Philly, and he was telling me that Nair Albright, he has a job. He's a nurse, and he's a part-time R&B singer, and in between that, he boxes.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And that's the thing about Philly. You're going to have a job, you're going to go in everything and boxing. If you got time to dedicate to just boxing, that's because that used to be Gabe Rosado's story, because Gabe used to have to go to work, and he had no sponsor, no manager, no promoter. And that's Albright used to be like that. But Albright, he just got the frame, that weird, freakish frame. And the way they taught him how to fight, man, is just, that guy could really go and do something in this sport. Like, he's a tough out. You ain't gonna never go through him without war. you're going to get into a real war. So when he was on the card, even my cousin called me. He's like, yo, man, I think Albright finna pull off the upset. I was like, yeah, I think he finna, this Frank Martin. I was like, I seen what happened to him.
Yeah.
Like deers in headlight when things get tough. So so I was like, I thought I was sure I had that. When they called a draw, I was, damn.
Well, this is the thing. This is what a brother was explaining to me out of Philly. You know, Nair Albright, he's not signed to no major promotional company. He's not a PBC fighter, Matchroom fighter, none of that. He signed with a little small independent promoter in Philly. So, and that guy got him on this card. And then check this out. It was set up for Albright to lose because he was a late replacement, from what I heard. He said he found out at the last minute that he was about the fight. He accepted the fight on a short notice. What I'm trying to say. On short notice. What I meant to say. So, and he, you know, it always amazes me, a fighter who has a full-time job. I'm hearing now I got a couple of people who know Ralph Tresvant with New Edition. We trying to get Amir, because he can sing a little bit. We trying to get him on tour with New Edition. Bobby Brown struggling with some lyrics right now. He overweight. So we going to get Amir to slip in. And, you know, you see what I'm saying? That we trying to do. That, you know, what we trying to do right now. But, no, I did bullshit.
I'm like, man, that'd be good.
No, I did bullshit. Hey, but anyway, yeah, but check this out, though. So, he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt under those circumstances. And, you know, Frank Martin's the PBC fighter. That was partially.
I thought he would knock Frank out. I really thought he was going to stop Frank.
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing of betting. I was like, if this fight go past 5 rounds, Frank get in trouble.
Not Frank out. No, not the Ghost. No, the Ghost. I like the Ghost, man.
I like him too, but he's what I call a tight fighter. He fight tight. It take him a while, and that nervous energy. And if you start putting pressure on him, he start fighting on the back foot, and he don't know how to fight backwards, going backwards. And I was like, Albright finna move this dude back. And I was like, when he started moving him back and controlling him with that jab and being all awkward, Frank ain't gonna know what to do with that when the fight get late. And I was like, if he had the right mouthpiece, this wouldn't even be talked about. He'd have got Frank up out of there. If he didn't have all that mouthpiece problem that's going on, Albright, he'd have just walked straight through Frank. I was like, yeah, he got his whole style figured out.
Man, that dude made a huge fan of me. Like I'm a huge fan of Albright now. Just seeing that, I say, man, I hope I heard he got paid decent. I'm not sure. They say he got like $250,000, 250,000. I hope he can. Hope that's good. You know what I mean. Under the circumstances, you get what I'm saying. But man, bro, like that dude, I'm a big fan of that dude, man. Like now, I'm saying now, like I've seen him, and the fact that he fought a spirited effort. And then on top of that, I later learned his circumstances. Like this dude got a job, man. He got to clock in. He got to clock in at the hospital, do shifts. You get what I'm saying? And train.
Yeah. So that was something, but it was a decent card, man. I was disappointed in the fight that didn't take place with Oscar Duarte. And, the last minute, I'm sick and pulling out.
You talking about Richardson Hitchens?
Yep.
Oh, man, that was some coward shit there, boy.
Yeah, Richardson quitting. That's what I thought. Shit there. Yeah. Richardson quitting. He always quitting. He didn't did this before.
Yeah.
This is why I was like, man, you didn't pull this move before. And it's a lot of young fighters do this stuff, man. It's like, dog, you ain't ready. You ain't ready. Don't waste a fighter's time. You saw that man on the scale. You saw Oscar Duarte was ready. This is gonna be a dog fight. Everybody's waiting to see it. I'm like, man, I will strip him of his title. I go say, all right, we're gonna put the medical on you, and we stripping you. And you come back, you gotta fight Oscar Duarte. Period. No matter what, you fighting him.
Yeah. I agree with that.
You want this belt back, you got to get it from him now. Some man came in there ready to fight, and then on fight day, this man then went through 3-4 weeks of training and for nothing. It's like, man, he don't even get his full purse.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Do Oscar Duarte get paid? He don't get paid nothing, right?
No, before it depends on how the contract was structured. Sometimes if it's structured, you still get paid if the fighter for some reason pulled out, but because it was an illness and I think he pulled out because of a medical condition, if the doctor approved it or whatever, he just get like basically he got to pay for his own training. But it depends on if his promoter, they might pay for the training for Oscar Duarte for his whole camp. So it depends.
It depends on how his contract was structured with Golden.
How it's structured with Golden Boy.
Yeah, I felt bad for him, man. Now that Floyd, it appears now that Floyd is coming back in closing. Of course, the Mike Tyson thing that I ain't about that. We know that's a spectacle, a sideshow. I have to say this, Karceno. If you would have told me in 2015, after the Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao first fight, that Floyd will retire from the sport, Manny's going to retire from the sport, but then they're going to both come out of retirement and they're going to rematch each other 11 years later. In 2015, I would have looked at you and laughed. What say you?
I never thought. I thought they were going to do like one of these like these
exhibitions
that they got like with Tyson. And he spoke on that, man. He said they tried to do that earlier, but he wanted a real fight. He didn't want an exhibition. So that's why they ended up doing it the way that's happening now. So, because he was like, no, I want a real fight. So Floyd was like, well, forget that. And now it's at this point, Floyd like, look, I'll fight him.
So, Floyd coming back. I think that's official. Manny Pacquiao going to fight. Your other opinion, like you say, it's not going to do anything for the state of boxing right now. Of course, it's going to bring a lot of attention to Floyd Mayweather and maybe Manny, but outside of that, it's really not going to move the needle for the younger fighters. That's your overall assessment?
That's my overall assessment. This will be a spectacle show that people will pay attention to for the day or two or when the event happens. Then they'll move on from it, unless somehow it connects to all of the rest of the young fighters. It all depends on the card, like who's going to be on the undercard. Then that would determine or tell us what this is going to do for the sport, or who's going to bring up. Because now people are saying Terrence Crawford Floyd should be the. I'm like, Bud, I don't think he fighting no damn Bud at all. That'll be a bad move at 50. You fighting Bud Crawford. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, I don't even think Bud will fight him. It's like, man, you know what? I'm done. I mean, when I spoke to Bud, he just told me his body, man. He's like, man, these training camps been brutal on me. Yeah. I was happy. I'm happy for his kids. They get a chance. You see out there watching his kids. He go to all their events and stuff like that. So I'm happy for them. You know what I mean? Because now they don't have to share their father with the world on that stage anymore. He's retired and he can spend more time with his kids. So I'm really, really happy for him on that. Because man, let everybody know when you going back live again.
Probably sometime later on today. But I do definitely want to talk and speak on the Charlo thing. That's why.
Oh, the Charlo, yeah.
So because you did a video about Charlo the other day, how
Jamel Charlo,
yeah, Mel was in there. He was sitting there interviewing. Now he's talking about he made a mistake with the Canelo fight. He shouldn't have took it because his mind wasn't right or whatever. He had so much stuff going on, and he want to apologize for all his. Because his, the stuff that's been going on, but those are self-destructive, and they've always been like that. And we've known them since they were kids, pretty much. When we owned the boxing website, Boxing Socialist, the first group persons that we had really to come in and be a part of that, because Sean is in Houston, he's in Spring, Texas, and he knows their uncle. They were the twins, and they saw them in the amateurs coming up. The Charlo brothers, they was just real nice. Like, hey man, we love y'all. We used to actually video, they whole come up. We got all the film. Sean used to record them.
You talking about Sean's hotel?
Sean Craddock.
Okay.
Yeah. And so he used to record all of them in their whole process. Ronnie Shields was training them. We actually got Samaje here's Monte Thomas to sign with Ronnie Fields, and they were out there being trained at Plex Gym.
This your site right here?
Yeah, boxing and basketball. Yeah, now it's boxing and basketball now. But yeah, so we used to have the Charlos on the site all the time. So they were featured every week. Mm-hmm. So all they coming up, they used to do interviews, stories, and what have you. Mm-hmm. Now, we had no problems with the Charlos ever. And Sean and his uncle would hang out. They would go bowling, all this stuff. Now, I'm in Chicago, so I don't really get to see them as much as Sean would see. And all of a sudden, they had one fighter that was in the gym, and he was saying that we were interviewing the fighter, and the fighter said that, hey, that he sees that Jamel, he was like, yeah, I spar with those guys. He said, I see Jamal got more dog in him than Jamel. He's like, Jamel's a good fighter, but he's like, I don't know if it gets hot, like in the trenches, would he go dig deep? He was like, I don't really want to talk about them like that because we both under Al Heyman. Uh-huh. He was like, but I want to, he's like, I feel that Maul got more dog in him than Jamel. So right when I was writing the article up after he said that, I just left him anonymous because he didn't want, he didn't want to be the one out there because they both under Al Heyman. So he was like, I'm under Al Heyman, they under Al Heyman. I don't want to cause no waves. So I'm just, I'm just saying that. But so I said, I'll just keep your name out of it, and I just said, well, the anonymous fighter, said this in the article. Then I went to say, but I disagree with what he said. And I told him, I said, well, Jamel's shown a lot of heart when he fought Demetrius Hopkins. I was like, he had to really dig down for that fight. He showed a lot of heart in that fight because that's like Demetrius Hopkins is a tough fighter, tough out from Philly. So I said, that showed me he had a lot of heart. So I wrote all of that defending him. They saw the title. They didn't even read the article. Some friend told them, said, hey, man, Boxing Socialist, they dissing you. That's what they told them. Yeah. So they just get on the phone, start cursing at Sean. Sean is a pastor at a church. I'm like, dog, Sean's a pastor at a church. He do boxing. Like, he used to box when he was in the army. Like, this dude is like, he volunteers and do all this stuff, and like, he know your family. Y'all calling, cursing this man out, and he called me up like, man, the Charlos, they cursing at me, and he's like, they want me to tell them who the fighter was, man, because they just going off on me. He's like, and I told him I can't tell him, because he's like, one, I didn't write the article. Two, I don't want to break their confidence. I was like, man, I was like, you can go on and tell them, man. I was like, go on and tell them. If they that out of shape, he's like, well, they want to know because they was like, they don't want that guy coming back in the gym. They don't want to be around somebody in the gym. And
that's crazy.
Something like that. So I was like, go on and tell them. So I was like, yeah, it's J-Rock. So J-Rock was the one. J-Rock from Philly. Yeah. So J-Rock was the one that said it. So now they was like, oh, him, he was like, all right, cool. Thank you. Now y'all banned. He was like, what? He told Sean, y'all banned. Y'all can't come up to Plex Gym no more. Y'all cut off. That's it. And take all our stuff off y'all website. He was like, for what? What did we do? He's like, all we do was interview the guy. No, man, y'all turned on us. He was like, and this was Jamal doing all this. Yeah. Man. So he was like, I talked to Jamel, and the man was like, man, that's my brother, man, And I was like, let me talk to him. I was like, had Jamal, like, who doing all this yelling at you, man? And I was like, tell Jamal to call me. I wrote the article up. I interviewed, tell him to call me. So he's like, man, he didn't want to talk to me. I was like, give me his number. I'm calling. Oh. I called Jamal Charlo. And as soon as he got on the phone, I was like, I heard you got a problem with the article, man, that I wrote. about what was said. Man, I already told. I'm like, no, you said you got a problem. What's the problem? Did you read it? He said, man, I ain't got, man, I'm just saying, man, we good. I talked to the other guy. We good now. We just good. I was like, look, what you want to say? What's your problem? I already told the other guy, well, you talking to me. But I already I'm the motherfucker. Talk to me. I said it just like that to him. So once he said that, he heard this was a whole different type of tone because Sean ain't going to talk to him like that.
Right.
Sean's a pastor. Sean's going to take the pastor route. I'm not a pastor. So you finna bring out me and now like, you want to have this? He didn't want it at all. Jamal was, man, I already told the other guy, man, I don't want to just lose my number, man. I'm like, dog, first of all, you ain't even I was like, you ain't even.
He said lose his number?
Yeah, he was like, man, just lose my number, man. I already told the other guy, man, just lose my number. I said, first of all, you didn't even read it. But if you got a problem, talk to me. I'm the one that wrote it. We the one defended you. If you got a problem, you don't even know what was said. So he was, all right, we good. We ain't got no problems. Just lose my number, man. I was like, I don't need to talk to you. I was like, I don't call you. I only called you for this. I was like, dude, you think we got built up off of you? You ain't Mayweather. You ain't Pacquiao. You ain't. I think y'all don't even draw. Y'all draw flies.
Yeah.
Like we
You're not a draw.
Off y'all. So when you talking about take y'all down off the thing, no problem. He was like, all right, man, that's cool. Because then you talking about, man, we don't need y'all. And the guy, man, we got Showtime now. We don't need that little Mickey Mouse shit y'all got. We got Showtime. I was like, all right, cool. You got
that sound like them.
Yep. Soon as he got off the thing, right? And he went over there and left. I talked to Jamel. And Jamel was like, and I told him, I was like, you got a problem? He was like, man, I heard about the article. So I explained it to Jamel. Mel was like, oh, okay, man. Yeah, man. That sound like, yeah, okay, yeah, they made a mistake, man. He's like, man, I just wanted to know who it was because, I don't want people like that in our gym. We can't trust them. So he's like, that's just all it was. But he's like, my brother got a title fight coming up. His first title fight. He nervous. So he was like,
oh, that's when he fought K9?
I think he is when he fought
154?
Jamal. He had a title fight.
Fight win at 54 or 160?
Yeah, he's at 54.
Oh, well, that's K9.
Yeah,
yeah,
he had a fight.
I think he was like 43.
Yeah, and he was like, man, my brother got his title fight coming up. It's his first title fight. He's nervous. So, he wait till he calm down. Then I'm going to talk to him when he calm down. I know how my brother is. He going to be all right. We all good, man. So it was me and him had a great conversation, me and Jamel. Sean them, see them. It was like, he saw Mel. He was like, yeah, I saw Mel. It was all good. And then Jamal walked in, and then Mel was like, got quiet, and then just walked over there to them. And then he don't know that the people over there, they like in the media, they still with us. We all sport boxing media. So they over there talking, and he was like, man, what they doing here? Like he talking to Sean, they're like, what they doing there? And then Mel like, yeah, man, I don't know what the hell they doing up in here trying to talk.
Oh, he switched up.
Yeah, he gonna do that because that's his brother. So he gonna always. And then I was like, see, that's what I don't like. So I told him, I was like, look, I know. See, you get to me, you say everything right, but it's Maul. We already know Maul the problem, but just stay over there. We cool. Just stay over there. It's cool. Stay with your brother. I know that's your brother. I don't need back and forth. I don't need you being, hey, man, playing cool, then going over there shitting on us behind our backs for no reason, just to kiss up the mom. I'm like, nah, I don't even want that energy. Stay over there. All y'all over there. Man, so what you saying? I'm saying, are you over there with them? Don't come back over here.
How did that affect you with the PBC as it related to getting press credentials when they had fights and stuff like that? Did it affect you with Kelly Swanson and all that?
Nothing at all, because they had no power. Who were they at that time? They were nobodies. I'm like, dude, this is finna mess y'all up big time. I was like, because I'm like, y'all think y'all better than what y'all really are, and y'all gonna really get exposed when you fight some real people. You're not gonna get better, you're gonna get worse. Y'all want to be famous more than y'all want to be great, and that's y'all problem, and y'all gonna fall. and I'm gonna be right there to say, "Told you."
That's a hell of a story. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So, and then we saw what everything that happened after that happened after that. That's why you saw when Maul fought J-Rock.
Yeah.
Now you know why they had the big thing after the fight was over. Maul was still going crazy in the ring, like, man, no, you don't know what's going on. And everybody like, where's this? Why is he so mad?
Oh, it was because he found out about the J-Rock, what J-Rock said.
Yeah. That's what that was going on behind the scenes. See, nobody knew that. That was all because of that.
That's why
so that's why he did all that and ruined it after he got the knockout over J-Rock and he was going off in the ring. They were like, dude, you won. What are you going off of? He was all based on that. And then the only thing they were mad about is because for growing up their whole life, that was the running joke, is that J-Rock is like, Jamal is the tough one.
Yeah.
Mel is the weak one. So he's like, we've been doing that our whole life. So when he heard it in the article, like they saw it just triggered Maul, because Maul would always get mad when he feel like he got to defend Mel, you know.
Yeah.
Man, that's my brother, man. You messing with my brother, man. He ain't weak. And it's like, dog, nobody was saying he was weak. Like, we know. And Mel was like, man, I've been fighting that my whole life. But Mel has never really been a problem guy. It's all the stuff he got into is because of Maul. Sticking up for his brother. Getting involved with his brother. That's how all his troubles start. Maul is the problem. Always been. And that's all they downfall. Starting with him.
So I would say it's safe to say, based on what you're saying, it's safe to say that you wasn't surprised when Caleb Plant had slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Nope. And I wasn't surprised the way he reacted when he got slapped.
Man, and we gotta do part two.
I wasn't surprised when he got pulled up on right there with my man
Danny Jacobs.
Danny Jacobs, yep, pressed him and had him up against the wall. He chilled out. Yeah.
He said, what we doing?
The same way when I was on the phone with him, he chilled out.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I think I might know who might have did it. Do you remember when Jamal when Danny Jacobs pulled up on Jamal, just what you just said, and there was this light-skinned dude that was behind Jamal Charlo with curly hair, and he was doing all the talking. He was a little shorter. So Jacob say, well, look what we have here. I came up at the right time. There was a dude behind Jamal. Jamal was like, yeah, you came at the right goddamn time. He was hyping it up, talking trash. And I'm like, that might have been the dude who seen this.
Yep, that's probably was him. Probably saying they dissing you on the.
Yeah.
It probably was his little ass.
Yeah. It was a little short, light-skinned dude. He had the good hair, looked like Chico DeBarge a little bit. And he was like, yeah, you came at the right goddamn time. Yeah, you came at the right time. And then, so Maul and Danny Jacobs talking, and this dude was right behind, he was on the side of Maul, then he ended up behind him. So, I guess he standing on his tiptoes looking over Jamal. He like, yeah. So he talking trash to Danny Jacobs while Danny Jacobs and Maul talking to each other. And I'm like, man, that dude hyping it up. Nigga probably ain't go, hey, listen, if it pop off, he probably ain't swinging nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, listen, man, Karceno, man, I appreciate you, man. We got to do part two of that story there, because I ain't know that.
Yeah, man. I'm like, we good now. Like, we all got good because we was on the IG Live, man, and my boy was over there with them because he was cool. Samaj was cool with them, and he was like, man, he didn't know, like, because Samaj cool with me. He didn't know I had this drama going on with the Charlo brothers. So he was like, whoa, man. He's like, this thing got heated up in here in this doggone live stream. He's like, dude, what's going on? And Mel took him out there. He was in Mel's team. Like, he was part of their camp. So, and Mel was doing right by him. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let that ride. You know, like, it's done and done. I was like, it's been years anyway. Nobody cares about it no more anyway. So it's just done.
Well, now I understand why they bragged about he beat J Rock. He beat J Rock because they were hyping on J Rock. Yeah, man, you know, Jamal beat J Rock. That was J Rock right there. See what I'm saying? So I used to wonder why they used to always, they bigging up. He beat J Rock. Like, who the fuck is? I mean, J Rock for Philly. Outside of that, like who is J Rock?
He gave them their props right after the match. J Rock came up to him, shook his hand, and said, "Hey, you got it." He was, "No, man, get up out of here, man." It's like, and J Rock didn't really diss them. And he wasn't dissing them, but he kind of knew. That's why he was like, "I don't want to put my name on that." I don't want to put my name on it.
Man, all right, man. Well, listen, man, Karceno, man, I appreciate you, brother, man, for stopping by, man. Hey, you going live tonight? I got the notifications on, so I'll tune in when you go live.
All right, for sure.
All right, let's give Karceno a round of applause, everybody. Round of applause. Yeah, man. Hey, bro. Goddamn. So now it makes sense. Now they used to be crying about, yeah, he beat J-Rock. Now we know why. Phone lines open, man. 530-494-9636. Let's talk about this Floyd shit, man. What y'all think about Floyd coming back, man? Karceno was kind of, he like, man, it ain't no, he feel the way he feel about it. But I'm like, yeah, man, Floyd. I'm looking at the engagement he got on this social media page. He got more engagement doing the jump roping and doing the pad work than the hottest, whoever the biggest name Black American fighter supposed to be. Guess what? They can't fuck with Floyd jump rope routine. True. That ain't good, bro.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, man, phone lines open.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Y'all hold on. Like we got a caller. Y'all bear with me one moment. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Oh, Troy Graham, Baltimore.
Troy Graham, be more. Talk to me, brother.
How you doing, brother? So I was calling to talk about Floyd and an upcoming fight. To be very honest with you, 13 years at welterweight. This is just welterweight. None of his fights were fan friendly. They were pretty much boring. And now that he's older, nothing's going to change. I doubt anybody's going to buy the Pacquiao fight, because the first fight was so terrible. And as far as Tyson goes, why would you watch that fight? I mean, what would the interest be to watch that fight?
Well, Troy, it's a money grab, of course. I mean, both of the fight is in Africa. So that tell you ain't nobody in America interested in seeing it, especially after watching Mike Tyson come back in his last two fights. They don't like the Jake Paul fight left a bitter taste in a lot of people's mouth, including mine. You know what I mean? They don't brought back the Great White Hope with Jake the Snake Paul. He's the face of boxing. You know what I mean? And they had him beat a legend and Iron Mike Tyson, a living legend. So that helped build up his popularity. So people feel like Mike sold out, for the dollar to the white man, Jake Paul. So that's how some people feel about that.
Yeah, but I don't think Floyd would ever get in the ring with him if it was a real fight. Everything in me says that would never happen. But let me just make this point real quick, then I'm going to jump off. Because, I listened to the brother you were talking to talk about the whole thing with the steroids and yada, yada, yada. Okay.
Yeah, Karceno, yeah.
There's a couple of facts that people leave out, right? Manny has never knocked anyone out at 147. Never. And then, after he was knocked out by Marquez. There's not Marquez. Yeah. Huh?
Marquez.
There's Marquez, right? His next three fights was with guys. Well, next four fights was with guys that have never been stopped before. Tim Bradley, the other brother, Danny.
He fought Tim 3 times.
Huh?
Manny fought Tim 3 times.
Yeah. Well, he fought Tim Bradley, who's never been knocked out. Brandon Rios was who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Brandon Rios, yeah.
And he fought Horn, who was much too big for him. He
Jeff
was
Horn.
never knocked out. He was undefeated. And he fought the other man who was undefeated at the time.
He fought Ugas.
Ugas. Well, yeah, but that was before Ugas. But the truth is, Manny has never knocked out anyone at 147. All his knockouts basically stopped at 140, and then once he moved up to 147, he didn't knock anyone out at all.
Well,
and then he sued Floyd for slander or something like that when he did the steroids.
Yeah,
and he won the case.
Yeah, Floyd settled out. They settled out of court.
Yeah, exactly. And he never failed it. And he never failed the test. So I don't understand how the man is so dirty that he sued the man that said he was dirty, and he fought all these people that have never been knocked out, but nobody ever brings that up. If he was dirty, then I would just say he was dirty. But he got all. It's just.
Well, he wasn't. I think Floyd Mayweather's argument, his team was Manny wasn't getting tested, so he's never popped dirty for anything because he wasn't getting tested.
How do you fight and not get tested for a fight?
I mean, it happens all the time in boxing. I mean, if you don't put it in the contract, you know, or like what with WBC, they say if you fight on the WBC for a title match, both guys have to sign up for drug testing. That's what VADA. I mean, that's what the deal that Mauricio Suleiman sanctioning body, the WBC have with VADA, and it's only for doing fight season. So if you get ready to have a fight, both men sign the contract, they automatically are enrolled in that for the fight. Now, that's why I was asking the brother about now what Bill Haney and them is doing. They got 365. Like, we don't care whether you fighting, getting ready for a fight, or you not getting ready for a fight. You can be out the ring for a year or 10, 11 months and getting ready to fight on the 12th month. We want you to be enrolled in VADA 365, January, February, March, April, May, all the way up until when you ever you decide to fight. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't like that. I don't like that. If you got a fight coming up, yeah. But if you ain't fighting, I don't like me personally. I don't like that.
Yeah, but boxing has its own standard, test, doesn't it? That it takes every fight against
boxing the Wild Wild West, man. You can fight a dude. Everybody, it's not a given that if just because you have a boxing match, everybody automatically gonna be tested. No, that's not true.
Yeah, well, you know what? If he was dirty, man, he would have had something on him in court. That's just how I look at it. Yeah. But anyway, brother, I'm not gonna hold you up, man. I know you're gonna have a ton of calls, so.
All right, shout out to Troy, man.
What you do?
Yeah. Sure. See, well, he never got found dirty. I say, man, because he ain't never been tested. So the man wouldn't get tested, fam. How you listen? Put it this way. It's like how you gonna be found guilty of a crime if you never got arrested? You hear what I'm saying? If you ain't never get arrested for something and brought in front of a courtroom, then okay, well, yeah, man, I ain't never got arrested for a crime. Yeah, because you ain't got caught yet. So when they get up, you know what I mean? So but that's the Floyd Mayweather side argument. Carla, hold on. That's the Floyd Mayweather side. That's their argument. People who you know what I mean? That's how they feel about the situation. So, Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what up, Coach? It's Yarmis.
Hey, man, what's going on, Yarmis? Boy, the phone line's hot today. Hold on. Carla, what's your name? Oh, go ahead, Yarmis. Talk to me. Brooklyn, stand up.
Yeah, he hot because you pat that nigga on here. And a lot of people don't like that dude, man.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that ain't my problem.
Yo, listen. No. I hear you. You got him on for the right reason. You interview him, let him say his piece and shit. That's cool. But like as far as like the guy that just called, they wanted him to do Olympic style testing, random testing, a more strenuous test. Whereas the old boxing test could be easily beat. That's why him turning down, what was it, $80-100 million payday in the name of him not liking needles was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what these people, some people, they refuse to see the truth. You know what I'm saying? And like, I know, listen, man, homeboy that was just always Nick Karceno.
Yeah, Karceno, yeah.
What makes him think that Charlo, one of them niggas, is scared to talk to that nigga on the phone? You serious?
I mean, yeah.
Well, that's crazy, man. This nigga, like, so would you say that to his face? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, again, man, I ain't got nothing personal against the nigga, but I know that he had a bad reputation on here for like picking sides and doing like little safety bullshit. And again, I ain't no internet dude. I understand the politics of that and all that. But yo, you met me in real life, man. I tell you, I was coming somewhere. I went there. And we met, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for no. You know, I'm talking about. I ain't looking for no problems with nobody, nothing like that. But sometimes, you know, niggas get overboard on these forums, man. Like,
look, the man said, but he said, I told Charlo, nigga, what's happening? What you want to know? He didn't say that, but
no, but he making it sound like
he making it seem like
this dude's scared. Like he's scared to talk to him on the phone. There ain't nobody scared on the phone. You know what I'm saying? You go to that man. Yo, no. I'm just one of them dudes. Like, sometimes you hear certain things and like people take shit too far, man. And like I'm living in reality, man. Like, yo, I'm out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What it is, man. But like, as far as like him saying, Devin going to knock out Ryan, and Ryan ain't got no skill.
Yeah, I don't see that,
Ryan was
bro.
a top amateur.
Yeah, I don't see that at all.
Yo, bro, knock it. Yo, he knocked down B. Norman one time. All of a sudden, he's a fucking knockout artist. But, yo, Coach, I'm glad you laughing, man, because that shit is funny.
I'm so laughing at you. Hey, bro.
And I know.
That is funny, though. I ain't gonna lie, you right about that. I'm like, well, Devin Haney don't even fight like that, bro. Like, that ain't his style.
He said, yo, he dropped B. Norman, so he dropped him. He couldn't finish him. So I make at 147, he's Tito Trinidad now.
Nah.
Ryan ain't got no skills.
Nah, that ain't.
Yo, Ryan was destroying amateurs, man.
Yeah.
He said Ryan can't punch. Let that nigga punch that nigga in his fucking in his shoulder, man. And I seen he never fought when he was doing that little jab shit he was doing on the. Oh man, this guy, I gotta call him, man. Yo, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm you know, I ain't trying to knock nobody. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just one of them niggas. You see what's real and what ain't, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get off the line. I know you got a lot of calls, peace and love. Man.
I saw the y'all be like, yeah, man, nigga talking that shit. Look here, man. Y'all heard Karceno. We told Jamal Charlo, nigga, what's happening? We from the shy. What you want to do? And you know, Charlo's hold up. So it is what it is, man. They got scared. You know, they got scared. Shout out to Troy Graham. Shout out to LaJessica. What's going on, fam? Hey, look here, man. Look here. We got Money May coming back. You know what I mean? We finna round up. We got to prove Karceno wrong. I'm gonna round up the gang, the posse. Now, y'all must like a lot of people didn't like Karceno in the past. I wasn't around in the past, so I really don't know. Again, as I said before, I don't know the history. It's some of the history that I know about certain YouTube channels when I first came on, but again, I came on the scene 5 years ago. These guys been doing this since, we talking about boxing media on YouTube. They've been doing this since like 2007. YouTube came in existence 2007. So we talking about 2009, 2010. 2010 on up to now. Did you get what I'm saying? You got dudes been around a long time. He's one of those guys. So it's a lot of stuff that was going down in the past that, you know, I wasn't around, but I heard about it. I heard about the digital shootouts. I heard about the threats. I heard about the, you know, just the racism between everybody online. I heard about a lot of shit online. I was like, yo. And they said that shit had got serious over here. Carter, what's your name? What you call it from?
Cap from Full G from Brooklyn.
Cap, start to me.
What's going on, man? You know I'm a big Pat fan and Terrence Crawford fan, but yo, come on, yo. Manny been on VADA 4 times. Okay. A lot of people forgetting about this IV gate. Do you remember that?
I remember that. Floyd Mayweather had the IVs in the locker room, right? Was that before the fight or after the fight?
No, not in the locker room. In his house after the weigh-in.
After the weigh-in.
After the weigh-in. After the weigh-in. Now, come on now, everybody. If Manny Pacquiao had done that, you're already saying that this man, he's suspect. So you want to tell me if that was Manny, all the brothers, all the ninjas out there would have been saying, yo, he's cheating. They think he's cheating already, but he never got popped. All right?
That's true.
So like the guy said before, he had no knockouts at 147. He got some knockdowns like Thurman. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't really knock out anybody out at 147.
Yeah.
And everybody act like they got amnesia, but that shit's still up on YouTube. I got it right here trying to explain Booker Ellaby and Mayweather sitting down there trying to explain what's the reason. And Booker Ellaby is talking more than Mayweather. And Mayweather's talking about, oh, yeah, my urine's dirty. And Booker Ellaby is saying, well, it's not really hydration. You know, it could be this and it could be that. I'm like, bro, all you have to do is pop some Gatorade. For hydration, you always on weight. You always near weight. Yeah. What's the reason why you taking an IV, dog? So everybody, all the ninjas always act like they don't understand that. But if it was the other way around, Manny took a IV after the weigh, and guess what, dog? He broke the rules with USADA, VADA, and WADA. So I ain't trying to hear what nobody's trying to act like they don't hear what's going on with that IV gate, because on video, Booker Ellaby and Mayweather is trying to explain. Go to Fight Hype, you'll see it. He's saying, I'm explaining the hydration reason why I took it after the weigh-in. So all I'm saying, because I'm saying this for Devin Haney. When it comes to Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, I want 8 weeks of VADA. What I'm saying with Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather, I want 8 weeks. Once it's announced, I want 8 weeks, not 6 weeks. I want 8 weeks of VADA. Because back then it was USADA. It was USADA.
Yep.
But they gave him the TUE. But they didn't notify the state commission, the Nevada commission. They didn't notify Manny Pacquiao team or what was going on after the fight, 2 or 3 weeks after the situation. So USADA, United States Anti-Doping, it sounds like, yeah, they did the Olympics, but they are a private entity, just like VADA is a volunteer, but they was with the Olympics, but they're still a private entity, and they could get that brown bag under the table. And it sounds like that, because how you can't notify the commission when the commission didn't know? How you can't notify Manny Pacquiao team about that TUE? So I ain't trying to hear that.
So basically, what you're saying is what the Floyd fans and Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao of, they very well could be positive guilty of the very same thing that they're accusing Manny of. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Because listen, Manny's been on VADA standalone 4 times. Now, this is why I'm saying this about Devin and Ryan, because when it comes to Ryan's what Maurice Suleiman and the WBC, and he's amping the WBC up. Yeah, the clean boxing program deal with VADA, but they administrate and they take it to what? Official lab called WADA official lab.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I want to see that fight with Devin and Ryan standalone, away from the clean boxing program. Because there's some funny business going on here, dog. And I already have a video saying that Maurice Suleiman said, well, it's very expensive to
send
do
me that video. Hey, Cal, send me that video. I want to check it out.
Listen, hold on. Let me get the video right now for you right now, and you could just look it up right now. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm just saying we get off. I'm saying, just send it to me and I'll check it out, and we'll probably do a show on it, because what I'm saying is me personally, I get that the Haney's angle. I get the Haney's angle, right? Personally, I don't feel like that. Okay, let's say this is February. If I don't plan on fighting until December sometime, I'm not taking no drug tests in February, in March, April, May, June, July. I ain't doing that. Now, when I get ready to have a fight and I sign the contract, then from that point forward, me personally, I think if that's what Devin Haney want to do, ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do,
no.
That what you, but you know, but the year round thing, it's like the year round thing. Nah, I think that's too much. Me personally.
No. That's what Bill Haney said earlier. He said, "Listen, we ain't doing no 365." I was watching an interview with another show. He said, "Nah, but once we sign, I want 2 months is like 8 weeks, right?
8 weeks, yep. 2 months, yep.
There we go. I don't want 6 weeks. I want 8 weeks. I mean, only Nonito Donaire did 365 and Devin Haney. But I'm talking about, listen, when it comes to Mayweather, it comes to Ryan Garcia, whatever, that got, suspicious or suspect, and y'all saying, oh, I never seen the video with the tattoos. I heard him say, oh, I'm scared of needles. I heard a lot of boxers say that, that they scared of needles, but you have to hear it in the context because most people say, well, like Charlo, he said, oh man, you know, he didn't say he was scared, but why you keep taking blood from you right before the fight? Like, why are y'all doing it to this dude over here? Why are you doing it to me? So it's in the context when you hear, because the proof is, Manny does clean boxing program with VADA, and he did a standalone with VADA. So all I'm saying, so how the hell are you going to just take a tune-up and come back? Even George Foreman had to go up the ranks to get Michael Moore. He wasn't stupid to just go up in there and fight Michael Moore. No, he had to go up in the ranks, dog. So I ain't trying to hear that, man. And I know you started back, dog. You started back because Tank was talking to Jake Paul like, yeah, I know if I catch you on something, man, yeah, it's going to be some problems. Yeah, but you started stepping back in the scene, and it's so funny how Mayweather stepping back on the scene. I don't want Mayweather taking USADA. I want him on VADA. I'm just being honest. He's suspect. He never got popped. So I'm honest with my shit. But that shit about taking an IV in your house, dog, and going past the milligrams, the milliliters or whatever, and taking vitamin C and saline, that's a masking agent, dog. That's a masking. And another thing, Mayweather only fights in Vegas for reasons, for the ratio of testosterone. Yo, dog, you got the right one you talking to about this joint right here, dog. All those other dudes, they only keep saying the same regurgitated shit about Manny is dirty. Manny's dirty. Come on, man. So I'm gonna give you the title because I don't have your.
All right, no problem. No problem. Yeah, just tell me the title now.
Write the title down, dog.
Yeah,
write the title down. Floyd is on Fight Hype. You gonna find it, dog. Floyd Mayweather explains rehydration after weigh-in prior to Pacquiao fight. That's what it says. Floyd Mayweather explains rehydration after weigh-in prior to Pacquiao fight. And Manny Pacquiao, Floyd is sitting there, and Booger Ellaby sitting there. And Booger Ellaby have all the answers of what Mayweather shitting and pissing. And Mayweather sitting here like, yeah, my shit was good. It didn't really have to be about rehydration. It's just like, I worked too hard. Yeah, but Manny Pacquiao was working hard as you. So, on training. So how your blood, your urine is dirty. Come on, dog. So go and check it out, all right?
All right, for sure. Shout out to Caps and Full G, man. Brooklyn, stand up. Goddamn Caps and Full G is passionate. Caps and Full G passionate about Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, man. The man passionate, man. I admire his passion. Shout out to D4L. What's going on, fam? I admire his passion. The man passionate. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean, boy? I'm trying to tell you, boy. It look like. Hey, shout out to Willie Sumlin. Boy, hey, shout out to Hollow, shout out to Summer in November. Boy, it look like, listen, I'm telling y'all, we finna get, listen, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm calling this shot before we go. We're going to get Floyd Mayweather. We're going to get we're going to get the Flomos and the Pactars all over again. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be the older version, though. The old nigga version. Yeah, dog. We back. Hold on. Yeah, my nigga, about 10, 15 years ago, dog, it was on site. Now, them same dudes got grandkids now. They got grandkids. Nigga, you get in your 50s. Yeah, hold on. The bones don't move like the left knee be popping. You ever like stretch your leg out, that left knee be popping, that left knee or that right knee be popping now. When you stretch, you hearing all these popping noises. The elbows getting rusty. They getting rusty. You got to put some oil on them. Got to put some oil on them knees, dog. Put some oil on them, not oil, all. Put some oil on the elbow. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, fam. Carlo, what's your name? Where you call it from?
Hey, what up, Coach? This Coach Eddie from ATL.
Man, Coach Eddie, talk to me.
What's going on, brother? Hey, we got the slickest of the slickest black spiders back in the house. We got Floyd Manny Mayweather gonna come show these young jitterbugs what it's all about, master of rain, turning your shots over, you know what I'm saying? And talking to her while you doing the pass, see? You know what I'm saying? The slick of the slick. No, everybody got to bow down. Shakur Caesar got to bow down, you know what I mean? AB got to bow down, AB, the can, man, everybody put it back in the house. So the war already started, man. I was on the line this morning, man. The gunshots already started already. And then when Pacquiao started posting his videos and get back on the pads, They're gonna be saying the same thing. Pacquiao still got his speed. Look how fast he punches. Look how fast he moves, bro. It's going down, coach. I'm telling you, man. Coach, they were arguing, man. We were arguing this morning. Folks talking about, well, if you watch the fight in slow motion, Manny really won the fight. Because Floyd, he was just running in the holes all night, all the time. Every time Manny got close to Floyd, Floyd would just put the man in the headlock. Man, they've been going at it all day about this fight already. This is 9 months away.
Yeah, do I got to pull the fight back out? I wasn't around. I wasn't around in the Flomo and the Flomo and Pacquiao days. Do I got to pull the stick out? I got the stick right here. I've got the ski bags right there. You know, hold on. Matter of fact, we want to give a special shout out to who the leader, who that dude in Mexico that got killed. They say he was, you know, it was El Chapo's organization. El Chapo locked up, so they call him El Mencho. Shout out to El. Well, I can't say shout out because I heard some bad things about her. The dude was just murder. Right now, do I gotta get skied up? I can put the bandana. I can do this. Look, I can, you know this. If I gotta get back ready now. If I gotta, you know, shit. If we got to do some digital shootouts, I'm ready. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you got to be, because this war, I think it's gonna be worse than the last one, man. So everybody now, it's gonna be worse because you got everybody now. It's back. It's up now. It's about Floyd was running. Floyd was scared. You heard Floyd Senior said he was scared. You see, he said he didn't want to fight. You got to watch the fight in slow motion. Manny really won. Going down. I'm telling you, man.
I told y'all, man.
Going down, man.
I told y'all, all the old heads coming out of retirement. A lot of old heads left when Floyd retired. It was over. It was done. They ain't like the way boxing was going. Now Floyd back. Now we got hope again. We got hope again, y'all. We got hope. We got Floyd back. Coach Eddie said it. The slickest of the slickest black fighters in the history of boxing, man. In the history, there has never been a black fighter that was slicker than Sugar Ray, slicker than both Sugars, Leonard and Robinson, the original Sugar. Slicker than the Pernell, better than Roy. The greatest shoulder roll in the history of shoulder roll. Well, Philly Shell, really, that's what it's called. But you get what I'm saying.
Man, it's going, Coach, I'm telling you, man. We were arguing this morning. I'm talking about, I'm gonna stop by Ace Money just because I want to hear some foolishness. So somebody's gonna be over there talking about Pacquiao won. Yeah. And that's gonna set everything off right there. If you want to be a troll, go to anybody live and say Pacquiao won. It's gonna be up. They're gonna cuss you out. They're gonna say you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know nothing about boxing. They're gonna call you everything but a child of God, man. I'm telling you, it's up. I can't wait. I'm anticipating the fight, man. Even those two old dudes, hey, it is what it is, man. Slick but slick. You know, as the president of the Slick Black Fighter Committee, you know, Floyd Mayweather gonna do his thing, represent for all the Slick Black fighters. It is what it is.
He said, all right, sorry to Coach Eddie, man. He said, as the president, okay, y'all, we heard it. There you have it. We just heard from the president of the Slick Black Fighter Committee and Coach Eddie. And according to the president, they say it's up. They say, now what hold on, shout out my main man Retro. See, Blood, see this guy was here. This is history. Shout out to Retro. Hey, okay. We're dropping that half for bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
Yeah.
Received.
Playtime's over. See, Blood was here when Blood boxing, retro boxing documentary. He shed digital blood to establish, you know, boxing online. He was one of the pioneers who he was one of the pioneers. So he understood what it's like to shed digital blood. I don't know how many digital shootouts he had. Blood like 6'5", so I doubt anybody was trying to do digital. But he witnessed the wars between the Flomos and the Pactars, and it looked like we finna get it all over again. Right? You get what I'm saying? The old heads is coming back out of retirement. When I'm finna drive through the neighborhood and drive through the city, go to about 5 or 6 different barbershops that I go to, talk to the people, check their posts, see how they feeling about Floyd coming back out of retirement. We need to bring back the glory day. I wasn't around the first time. I do not want to miss my opportunity to get in the digital shootout the second time. True. I I miss digital shootouts. Now I ain't gonna lie, I miss them digital shootouts. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Jamie, talk to me.
Hey, Coach, I hope you're ready for World War III. I was there, man. I remember. Yo, I said it before, but said it again. Where I worked, there's 13,000 people were there, bro, employees. It's a big place. Coach, all the brothers and all the Asians, it wasn't just the Filipinos. It was all Asia. They were back in Manny.
Yeah.
It was all out war, bro. Every day on the fucking table. Every day. That was the topic for I don't know how long, man. But listen, these two dudes are coming back. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not impressed. To be honest with you, I think they're both sharp fighters.
Yeah.
I was always a Floyd guy, always until he fought Manny. I seriously thought that Manny Pacquiao was gonna outwork Floyd. You know, but I also heard about that ID. You know, the guys that do the interviews don't ask them. You know, because the interviews, they don't ask the right questions, the hard questions. You know?
They don't.
But, yeah, they do it for the interview. But, that's supposed to be illegal. I never heard of it until it happened. But, either way, man, look, when Floyd turned pro, I was in my mid-20s. And I remember, it took this motherfucker 2 years to become champ. 2 years, Coach. I heard that it took 10 years for Ryan Garcia to become champ. Think about that.
10 years. Yeah, that's crazy.
10 years, bro. Floyd did it at 2. You see the difference? He turned pro in 96, and by 98, I think he fought Genaro Hernandez. And that was a tough out, man.
Yeah, that was tough.
He had a wrong record at the time. And bro, I think he was 39-1. I could be mistaken. But in the 90s, that's a wrong record, bro. And he was the real deal. So Floyd had to go through him, and then he just took off. The problem with Floyd, Coach, the truth is, he wasn't popular. And Tom Frank, at the time, already had a bunch of stars. You know, the roster has always been deep.
Oscar was over there. Our top record had everybody.
Too many commanders. Too many.
Sugar Shane Mosley.
Cotto showed up 4 years later, but he probably was more popular than Floyd at the time. It took the Oscar fight for Floyd to make it to that next level. But he was already kicking ass, man. I was looking at his resume earlier because I didn't know what the show was going to be about. And I looked it up. Bro, from Angel Manfredi to, man, Corey, man, it's too many to mention, bro.
Yeah.
But Floyd was always the killer. And I know that true boxing fans like you and I knew that he was probably the best fighter in the world. He just wasn't popular, and Top One wasn't pushing him. You know what I mean? But he's coming back. Good for him. It's got to be money. It can't be nothing else. Him and Pac. I know Pac-Man is, he's been fighting some of these young dudes. He's in there. But Floyd is probably, he's well rested. He's probably more fresh. I'm going to give Floyd the edge. Either or, man, I feel Floyd Mayweather, bro. That name carries, weight. And, I know they're going to make a lot of money. Good for them. That's what they're after. But other than that, Coach, it's going to be a circus show, bro. And I bet you, the undercard is going to be whack, bro. Mark my words. Respect from New York.
Hey, look here, man. Don't worry about it. Nigga, don't worry, nigga. Listen. I'm getting ready for the digital shootout. We're getting ready for the digital just in case. Now, again, I'm telling you now, it is what it is. I'm ready now. I'm telling y'all, you old niggas who were beefing 10, 15 years ago, I'm telling you right now, dog. And I'm telling you, listen, everybody getting it. See what I'm saying? We locked and loaded over here. And then if I get skied up, don't have me put this ski mask on. I put this ski mask on, I mean business. When if I get skied up, I mean business. I'm telling y'all right now, don't come over here with that bullshit now. I'm telling you now, I ain't with it. Do not come over here. Don't come over here fucking with me trying to blow my goddamn high. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I want to dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah. Like, we ain't talking about that 365 drug testing shit. We ain't talking about that shit. My nigga, we fight. We got a 12-week training camp or 8-week training camp. Whatever. If it's an 8 to 12-week training camp, okay, Ben, we gonna test all the way through that right there. You get what I'm saying? That's fair for both fighters. That's fair for both fighters. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get it. Now, if you want to do some extra shit, if like I say, if Devin Haney want to do some extra shit, that's on them. But whatever extra shit y'all want to do, don't be trying to impose that shit on nobody else. You know what I mean? If you want to do some extra shit, you want to do the Tootsie Roll, the butterfly, the cabbage patch, the one leg up, you know what I mean? The prep, the wop, the floss, the baseball bat, the funky chicken, the walk, the bird. You get what I'm saying? The oak tree. If you want to do all that, the Pac-Man, the California worm, you know, if you want to do that, you can do that. That's all I'm doing right here. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just doing this right here, dog. We just signed the contract. We finna fight in 10 weeks. I'm testing from this point all the way through. All the other shit, yeah, dog, I do it year round. My nigga, that's you. If that's what you want to do, you can do that. If you listen, if you want to pay these people all this money and all that, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. No problem. I ain't got no problem, none of that. But don't try to pull that shit on me.
True.
It is what it is.
I need to talk to you right now about my royalties and how you keep your books.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Fuck your office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Boy, it's time for the Flomos. Flomos! Unite!
After my God, I respected you. I respect you. After my God. I respect you. After my God. Give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before you pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo, champ.
He needs air.
You need air.
He needs air. Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to do. Alright, why you pushing?
Don't worry about it. Come on, I got you, alright?
Yeah, hey, Yarmus. And shout out to Karceno for G checking Jamal Charlo.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's
please.
up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello.
Yeah. The man, he said, hold on. Somebody, hold on. This dude say, Floyd like Michael Jackson, got people passing out. Hold up, swole up. Hold up, my brother. I gotta disagree with you. Hold up. Let's rewind that. Floyd is not like Michael Jackson, sir. Please, there was nothing like Mike. There's two things where you wrong at. You say Floyd like Mike, he got people passing out. One, he ain't like Mike. That's one. Two, the people ain't no people passing out. There's a man that's passing out. One man, he got grown men passing out. Grown men was not passing out when they saw Michael Jackson. It was women that was passing out. Mike used to do concerts in soccer stadiums in Europe and France and Italy and all around the world and China and Japan. And they used to have ambulances and EMS trucks, 15, 20 of them showing up at the concert because his fan base is so big. He didn't do shows in arenas. Mike didn't do shows in arenas. He did shows in soccer stadiums, not football stadiums, soccer stadiums. I'm saying at the height of his career. Women was passing out. Women used to pass out in the concert in the back in the crowd, and they used to have to pick the women up and like in the mosh pit and do the wave, and they got the women on top, and they moving the women from the back of the concert to the front of the concert so the ambulance can, the AMT workers can get her. Floyd ain't had nobody doing, and Floyd highest of the height. I don't know nobody, no women was passing out over this nigga. Now he had some men passing out. That's the Flomos. Now the Flomos, now he got the men passing out. You right about that. True. Yeah, he got, see, Floyd, well, really, I can't say men. I can say this guy. This is the only guy I know that was passing out. Dude started the conversation out on his knees, ready to give Floyd some awesome Johnson.
After my God, I respected you. After my God. After my God, give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before he pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo,
he needs air.
You need air.
He needs air. Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to do. All right, why you pushing?
Don't worry about it. Come on, I got you, all right?
Hey, Buddy was in love. Buddy was in love. Guess what? Sources say. So I don't know how true this is. Again, y'all gotta do your own research on this. But sources say, from what I heard that dude right there who was on his knees in London when he saw Floyd Mayweather ready to give him some awesome jawsome, guess what? He good. The nigga was leaning back like this. He was folding. Hey, he was leaning back like this here. The security guard was picking him up, and he got weak at the knees at the sight of seeing Floyd Mayweather. There's no telling what he would have did for a Klondike bar. There was a commercial that came out in the 80s called "What Would You Do for a Klondike Bar?" Y'all know what a Klondike bar is? It's an ice cream. And it's an ice cream. It's a vanilla ice cream with chocolate coated covering. You know what I mean? So, what would you do for a Klondike bar? You get what I'm saying? So he was willing to shake a little something. So I don't want to have nothing to do with that element of Floyd Mayweather fans. Again, like my homeboys who know Floyd, who were fans of Floyd, stuff like that. We don't get down like that. All that falling down on your knees and all that there, and awesome and KY jelly and cocoa butter and baby oil, and you got your hands tied to your ankles. You get what I'm saying? You got your hands tied to your ankles. You spread eagle, butt bunky. You get what I'm saying? And I'm talking about Floyd. Reporting. Yeah. Now we ain't doing that now. True. Now we ain't doing that. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Now, I ain't going that far. Now, you know what I mean? I ain't going that far.
How in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
I agree. Got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, I got my own liquid. And that means cash for those. I break it down in layman's terms. Even though I got a lot of cash. OPM.
Okay.
OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all keep y'all credit right.
Talk to us about
very important.
Yeah, it's very important. It's very important when you drop down, when you in flow mode, when you drop down on your knee to Floyd, and another man listen, bro. When you see a grown man getting weak at the knees at the sight of seeing another grown man, like I ain't never seen no man pass out over Michael Jackson. I seen plenty of women pass out now. This is well documented. Y'all look up Michael Jackson in the 80s. Look up that Thriller Michael Jackson. I'm talking about anything. No, forget Thriller. We talking about Jackson 5. They was passing out when he was a little kid. Jackson 5. Then he grew up and became a teenager, a young adult. The Jacksons, they was passing out. Off the Wall album, they was fainting and all that up there. But the Thriller album, they came out with Off the Wall. The Jacksons made they came out with they had the Victory album, but they also had another album where they had Heartbreak Hotel on there, all that stuff there. Mike did a lot of producing on some of those songs, him and Tito. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying though? Because Jermaine wasn't with them at the time. He stayed over there in Motown. So I'm just saying, like, just go look up Michael Jackson when he came out with Thriller. Just look that up. Look up Michael Jackson when Thriller came out. I think that came out like October, November 1982. Look that up. Look, it was a phenomenon. Took the country. There was no social media. That's what. Listen, there was no social media. Like you could see a nigga motherfucker see me from here to China on YouTube, on the internet. There was no internet, no social media. Well, it was internet, but there was no social media at that time. And he was big like that. They was fighting in China. They was fighting in Japan. They was fighting in many different countries throughout the continent of Africa. They was fighting all throughout the UK. They was fighting in Italy and France and in Spain. Motherfuckers in Spain they fighting. Colombia, they was fighting everywhere, dog. Shit, I ain't never seen that like that. Never. Bro, I have never seen anything like that in my life. Never. I've never seen a celebrity as big as Michael Jackson. All the years I've been living on earth, I've never seen that like that. Never. You get what I'm saying? Like, for real, though. Listen, man, that was some other shit. That was some other shit. Your favorite singer and your favorite dancer idol is Michael Jackson. Whoever your favorite male or female singer or dancer is, their favorite is Michael Jackson. Let that sink in. Whoever your idol is, their idol is Michael Jackson. Let that sink in. True. You dig? Hey. Yeah. Oh, that look good. Nigga, MTV was a rock and roll video station. They showed nothing but rock music and white artists. If you was black, you could not get on MTV. Do you know the first black person who was ever shown on MTV? Michael Jackson. We talking about the 80s. Mike made the goddamn the VJ what they call it video disc jockey era. Video disc jockey era. Mike bust that wide open. MTV was folding. They wasn't doing that well. Motherfucker, when they got, you know, when they I think they was accused of doing a lot of racist shit and all that stuff there. But when Mike got on that bitch, Mike took MTV to a whole nother level. That shit would have folded if it went for Michael Jackson. Y'all better do your research. I ain't seen that like that, bro. I ain't seen that like that. Nothing. Listen, James Brown ain't did that. And James Brown did some shit. James was looking at Mike like, this nigga's a motherfucker. There was some bad boys Mike came up around. He came up around all these motherfuckers in Motown. Nigga, you talking about the Temptations. You talking about motherfucking Gladys Knight. You talking about Diana Ross and the Supremes, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder. This man came up around great. Smokey Robinson, Berry Gordy, the Four Tops. You know, like, bro, like this man came up around some musical geniuses. I ain't seen that like that, fam. I ain't seen that like that. It is what it is, man. I'm gonna give everybody else a shout out right after these messages. Hey, shout out to Mr. Bourne. Mr. Bourne say, basically, it's between Jesus and Michael Jackson. No. It's Jesus, then Michael Jackson, then it's everybody else. Listen. We have some bad boys. Fred Astaire was bad. James Brown, one of my favorites of all time. Of course, Isaac Hayes, you know, all the old school cats. You know, everything came out in the 70s, everything came out in the 80s, everything came out in the 90s. And listen, it's a lot of these niggas you can put them all together. And they ain't fucking with the boy from Gary, Indiana. The boy from Gary, Indiana was some other shit. That nigga broke records. He did some shit that, bro, it was an anomaly. It was an anomaly. Bro, like, just imagine being so famous that you can't even go through the mall. You can't even go nowhere in public. Motherfucker, traffic shut down at the sight of motherfuckers seeing you. Mike could have been driving down Mike could have been driving down the 10 in LA, driving through LA. And the motherfucker did drive and look. Is that Michael Jackson? Nigga, that's motherfucking Michael Jackson. And it's a traffic jam on the highway. He couldn't go to the mall. He couldn't go nowhere in public. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Anyway, man, I definitely want to see this fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. I want to see this shit. It is what it is. I want to see it. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Know what I mean? I want to see that some of that old smoke get resurrected that y'all were talking about. Shout out to doggone Summer. Shot Cool Hands. Schoolo X-Man. Shout out to Damien. Shout out to Hollow Davis. We got Mika. Who else we got in the building, man? We got Will Dog Willie in the building. We got let's see. We got Jamie from New York. We got Coach Eddie from the ATL. Castle Full G. Yarmus from Brooklyn. Troy from B-More. Yeah, man, that's what it is, man. Who else we got in the building, man? Shout out to, we got somebody named Tyrese in the building. Tony Montana. Mr. Tomato Can. Yeah, man, like, bro, you listen, you know you big when you transcend cultures. What do I mean by that? Like, you got artists who big in America and then they go different places and people may sing their songs and stuff, but they don't transcend a culture. Mike transcended cultures. When Mike wore an outfit and put something on, people in Japan dress like Michael Jackson, the black man from Gary, Indiana, who turned himself white. People in China want to dress like Michael Jackson. Chinese, Japanese getting Jerry curls and everything. You get what I'm saying? He transcended cultures all throughout Africa. Motherfucking Ethiopians, in a hut somewhere, fighting flies around their face, trying to find some clothes and some straws or whatever. I'm talking about in the poor section, of course, and trying to dress like Michael Jackson. Nigga transcended cultures. Motherfuckers in Colombia, you get what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, you get what I'm saying? Sources say Pablo Escobar had a Michael Jackson outfit. I don't know how true that is now. I got to dig Pablo up, dig his bones up, and ask him. But outside of that, that's what they say. I don't know how true that is, but it is what it is. Shout out the doggone Schoolo. Chris Leg. Let's see, Ramon. Who else we got in the building, man? This is Ramon. Everybody in the chat, man. Much love to everybody. I'll catch you guys on the next one. We going live tomorrow. Y'all know what time it is. I got another guest. I will get a fighter on tomorrow. We're going to have a fighter on tomorrow. My main man from DC will be here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.